Hello, everybody, and welcome to ROMs Over Baghdad.
Don't
I'm
look
your
at the
host.
camera. Why are you looking down?
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were doing a and let's look at the camera thing here. Hello! Welcome to ROMs Over Baghdad. I'm Albie, your host. Welcome to this show. Here we talk about video games. In particular, this is the video games played around the dates of September, let's say 5th to the 17th, which is the date today.
Say.
Joining me, Mary. Hello.
Hi.
Stare directly into the camera. Do not look anywhere else. There you go. DJ. I literally can't look and see if you're doing it, so you can do whatever.
No, like
DJ?
whenever you see my stupid username, just imagine me going like this at the computer.
Okay.
Let me screenshot that.
Okay. Okay,
No.
let's get one of those, and then we're gonna put that somewhere in this stream, just in the lower corner or something like that. It's gonna be great.
No, fucking.
Can we make it a
never mind.
sticker in Discord?
I think I did make DJ into one of those when his screen froze one time, and just put him in this tiny little window in the corner. It was pretty good.
That's fun.
DJ, how are you doing?
I'm alright.
Look directly into the camera when I introduce you.
Why? No. I was maybe looking up for some of those baseball entrances, trying to find a good one.
Go.
Could not find a good one.
What's that one that was for the Mets where they played the song and he came out? What's
What?
You know, it was like a horn song. It was
horn
for the
song.
Mets. It's a whole big thing. Mr. Met played the trombone or something like that during it.
This is nothing.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, look it up.
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin Diaz. That's it. It's a great intro. It got everybody excited. He was a big deal at one point in time.
I've never heard this bad.
I'm trying to watch this
Okay.
stupid.
Okay.
This is a little much.
Same.
Hey man, if you get a walkout, you gotta go all the way.
I mean, baseball's
Yeah.
pretty boring normally, so you gotta do what you can to
might be true.
have some fucking
You
fun.
know, it's more boring talking about baseball.
Damn, tell him, Sean.
Podcast.
Sean, who's your baseball team?
Sean, welcome to the podcast. Stare directly at the camera and then tell us your baseball team.
Growing up, I was a big Seattle Mariners fan.
Nice.
Okay.
Ichiro, #1.
Okay.
So, wait, hold on.
Oh no, he's got a bit.
Shit,
Oh, he's got a
stuff.
bit.
I used to
No
have some
way.
Ichiro stuff.
What's up?
I'm sorry,
Oh
what?
boy, he's got a
Oh shit, he's got like a
Oh.
baseball
he's got a
bat.
baseball bat, and he
Nice.
keeps it in the boxes. And he's like, I don't know what he's fighting him or whatever. He's got something going on.
Mini baseball.
Oh,
that's
it looks a little less threatening now.
Hey, that was a kid-sized baseball bat. He could take somebody's knees out with that thing. Is that metal? That would probably hurt.
No, it's wood.
Oh well, that's. True.
Oh.
It's classic.
I think I got this like 20 years ago.
And yeah, it looks like it.
It's probably the oldest thing I own.
Has it got a signature on it?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, right there.
I wonder if it's probably one of those like printed on signatures. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how much that's worth though.
It might be worth quite a bit.
Maybe if you can use a pen and just trace that exact wording, the Ichiro there, and then claim Ichiro signed it over his signature, then you're good.
Forgery. Good idea.
$50 on eBay. Buy it now. I'm just saying it's listed for $50. You want me
Might
to
as well
do
let
it?
it faded, but yeah. Can you
That's how
make
they
a
look.
list for me?
Let me look at the completed listings. So.
Yeah, that's the true way
Honestly,
to eBay it.
like I feel like that is then not worth selling. Like $50 for like that. Like I don't know. You gotta figure out how to ship that thing.
Yeah.
It's such a pain in the butt.
2004 is the date on this.
Wow, so it is about 20 years.
Yeah.
Boy,
Are
we're
there
getting
any
old.
completed
Jesus Christ.
are there any at all completed?
I am not signed into eBay, and I don't know my husband's login, and
Fair
I don't
enough.
want to fucking bother.
Fair
So
enough. Wait for next year for the 20th anniversary of the bat.
Sean, do you think you
Will
could
do.
you know, like hit a baseball with that bat?
And break. Yeah, I mean, I could. It'll break
Ruin
the
the
bat.
value?
Oh, see, well, that's a shame. I don't know.
I mean, I can hit you in the head. That'll probably be more effective.
Okay, well, see, that's
what you're trying to say.
violent. I'm gonna report you to
You started
the
it.
police.
Do it, coward.
You're gonna get banned from Twitch.
Gonna get banned
Yep.
from Twitter.
If you had a mini baseball bat, what team would it be for Thouden?
Probably the
Probably.
Wilkes-Barre Scranton
Oh,
Red
yeah, I
Barons.
Yeah, I forgot the Wilkes
Who?
bars.
The Red Barons was my team around here when I was little. They were
Are they even
Phillies.
Are they even like? Are they even double A? Like,
I think they're double A, right?
I think, yeah, they were double A. They were what Rail Riders are now.
Yeah.
Mm.
But they were for the Phillies rather than the Rail Riders are for the Yankees. I don't know
Yes.
why. I don't know why.
I forgot, yeah. And then Mary's a dirty cheater Houston Astros supporter.
Of course.
Well, I grew
very
up going to Texas Rangers games. 'cause
Wow.
I grew up
Fair
in
enough.
North Texas, but later on when we moved down to Houston, we did go to the Astros games a lot. So, yeah.
cheater.
I was
Yeah.
looking at going to a baseball game this afternoon.
Now
But
I want to
but
look
they're
at.
like
Is that-
40,
wow.
$50 to go to a little, like a...
Wow,
uh,
for double A, that's surprising.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
How many baseball teams does Texas have? 6.
Oh,
More than you
God.
can imagine.
I don't know.
I mean, Major League, but
Major League, probably about 4. I gotta say 3. It's Texas Rangers, there's Astros, I gotta say there's another one.
Texas Rangers, Houston Astros. Something from Dallas?
There's gotta
I
be a
don't-
Dallas one.
Texas Rangers is like Dallas Fort Worth put
Okay.
together, Metroplex.
Oh,
yeah,
God. Wait.
I think there's only 2. There's just Dallas and Houston, as far as I
Wow.
know.
wow.
Huh. Well, you are correct.
Yeah.
San Antonio doesn't get a baseball game. Neither does Austin.
Well, they don't even get a football team anymore, so...
Yeah. We
so
don't
they're
have
just
like
San Diego, I'm sorry.
Central Texas has pretty much nothing other than like the government and the Riverwalk. So there you go. And the Alamo.
Of course.
The what now?
Tell us about the Alamo. Remember
Get
the
it?
Alamo?
I don't.
That was a bad bit. All right, folks. Let's get
This
into
whole
this
podcast has been
podcast.
pretty bad so far.
Hey, I mean,
yeah. I'm
we're
not
hitting
gonna
on
go
all
nuts.
3 of our cylinders here, which is bad humor,
That's a
terrible
strikeout.
bits, and odd props.
You like
It's
you
going
guys
really
like
well.
cringe.
Yo, like some cringe.
Yeah. Mary wanted to drink her drink. Let's let her drink her drink.
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
Mary,
I
drink
need
your
this.
drink. God.
I haven't really had Bang energy drink before,
Yeah.
but on Wednesday it was like our wedding
Wow.
anniversary, and we
Whoa.
went on a date, and we went to pinballs for part of it, and we played a shitload of pinball. And as part of like the pinballs, they had a promo going on right now, where if you put a certain amount of money into a card, you would get a certain amount extra. And you could also spin the wheel for a bonus
Of
prize.
course. Yes. Sadie Span,
the
of course.
wheel.
Yeah, and I spun the wheel, and at first, like, I didn't notice, or my husband spun the wheel at first, and I was like, did it even go around, like, a full rotation? Like, he kind of just, like, barely touched it, and it landed on free drink. And I was like, okay, do, like, an actual spin, and the dude let him do it, and it landed on free drink again. So... energy drinks were the most expensive free drink. They were $3.50. So I was like, I'm getting a free energy drink then. So I'm gonna try this swirly pop and see how it
Before
is.
You do it. What were the other prizes if you guys really didn't want that free drink?
They had like amount of tickets put on your card, like
Okay, free
redemption
games.
tickets, or like more extra credit put on your card, stuff like that. So a free drink was basically like the
Almost the booby prize. Yep.
yeah, it basically was the lowest tier prize. There's a warning says that it's not for kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know they put these on here.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what flavor this is supposed to be. It says
Hey,
swirly pop, but what the fuck does that mean?
I've
I've
never
never-
seen Swirly.
I've
yeah,
never seen for
You neither. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, well,
Where does it say the flavoring usually, Sean?
Oh
I'm
no,
trying to
this
look
is gonna be nasty. Oh no.
Why?
I wish I hadn't looked up what this was.
Yeah, never look up the bits.
Oh, is this grapefruit?
Oh,
Apparently this was a 7-Eleven exclusive flavor. I don't know
That's
why
awesome.
our pinball arcade had it,
No
but
wonder I never
okay.
tried it before.
At least I got exclusive free drink. That's fun.
There you go.
Oh, this is tropical fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah, this is tropical fruit and Splenda. That's all I can taste.
Oh, the
Ooh,
fake. Yeah, 'cause
Splenda,
they're
my
sugar-free,
favorite.
right?
Yeah, it basically tastes like if they put caffeine also in this like electrolyte drink that I bought on the internet that's tropical fruit flavored and with a bunch of fake sugar in it. It's kind of disappointing. I don't understand how any of it is swirly or pop though. I guess I
That's a
popped the
shame.
lid.
Yeah, Bing's. Yeah, they have weird drinks where the name doesn't
Yeah.
reflect the flavor at all.
Yeah,
True.
but when I looked up this drink, it was listed as being a sweet, creamy base with notes of caramel and butterscotch, along with hints of cinnamon and nutmeg. That sounds like a Christmas drink. This does not taste Christmassy in any way. This is
That
I
does
don't
sound like a
taste
Christmas
any
drink.
cinnamon or nutmeg. This is just fucking tropical fruit, fake sugar. I don't
Fake
know.
sugar and tropical fruit, my favorite.
I do think Bang's like flavoring is real hit or miss, which is why I asked
Yeah.
Sean earlier of like, do you have Miami Cola? Because that that could totally not taste like cola.
Well,
I hate the fake sugar taste in this. Do all of
Well,
these taste like
yep.
this? They
Yep.
taste
yep,
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah,
you gotta
you'll
be
get
in
used
for
to it.
fake sugar. You gotta really
Yeah,
want
yeah.
it and need to consume it.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's just tastes like bad tropical fruit, like fake tropical fruit. Like
That's a shame. Well,
That's the same, yeah.
that's fun.
Good.
one of those purple Skittles, like in a tropical fruit bag.
Sure.
In a tropical
Blah.
fruit bag. What kind of fruit are you buying at the grocery store?
It's
And it
Skittles.
comes with Skittles in it.
I know.
You're buying a bag of tropical fruit and there's some Skittles in it. Okay, all right. Sean!
It tastes bad.
Yeah, Bangs are good for one
Uh,
time drinking a flavor.
A
and that's
flavor,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Bang that I would go back
Repeat
to.
by.
Yeah, like maybe the like cherry red one, but that's like such a generic flavor. It's just like I'll just buy any
So
one of
these are
those.
just like pure gimmick drinks then, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of
Speaking-
energy drinks. Yeah.
So a lot like
Oh, she's got a second
other
one.
thing I
Oh,
have. It's
man.
just food though.
Food?
Yeah.
Oh.
What in
Read
the
what it-
Read
world?
that. Oh, underneath
Hot
it says
and
Well-
spicy braised duck tongue flavor.
it's pretty good.
They're duck tongues.
Braised.
I don't know how you
wanna see a
differentiate.
picture?
What's braised again?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Let's see a picture
Oh,
of it.
look,
Is that a
it's
duck tongue?
dripping. It's
Yeah.
dripping with the liquid.
What
Oh,
kind of liquid
I
is
guess
it
it-
dripping with?
duck spit? I don't know.
Okay.
It's a tongue.
Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck?
Is this a Japanese exclusive flavor?
It looks Chinese.
I bought it from H Mart. Let's see.
It does kind of look Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese is all about the duck.
Well, I don't know if it's a mainline China product
Right.
or Taiwan or Hong
Man, we really
Kong.
do it to animals sometime, don't we? We like
Oh,
we
yeah.
take it all the way down to the studs.
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
have any
it's-
immediate identifiers in a language that I can read, so
That is what some of the poorer countries tend to do, is like chicken feet and stuff like that. You eat all of the animal.
it smells really good though, actually. It smells like a curry, like Japanese curry flavored.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you think
That
that
is
actually has any duck on it?
Let her speak.
Oh
Taste
yeah,
it.
first taste and then
Yeah,
give
here we
us
go.
the ingredients list.
Ba, ba,
Oh, it
ba,
does
ba.
kind of taste like Japanese curry at the end. Yeah.
At the end, it took a long
At the end,
time.
at the beginning,
Long
it's something
time.
real weird, but at the end,
It's just really strongly flavored with like chicken bouillon and like maybe
that was duck
an
tongue,
extra
actually.
meatiness
Yeah, duck
to it.
bouillon. Yeah, the meatiness is the tongue.
Yeah, it's just really, really meaty, is how I would describe it.
There an English ingredients list on that thing.
It
Or can you use your
says
phone?
potato, soybean oil, food flavor, potassium chloride, citric acid,
Food flavor?
Food
Food
flavor.
flavor.
aspartame.
Food flavor.
Food flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
I've
It's okay. I like the end taste, but the main taste you have to suffer through is not good.
Is aspartame fine in like food you like just actually eat? It's
I
definitely in
guess.
drinks.
I
but what?
don't know. I guess it's fine. I don't know. I don't want to eat any more of that though.
Is that like our cyberpunk future? Is that like actually like we eat stuff that isn't food and they just put food flavor on it now? Hey, here's some
Ooh.
food
Yeah.
flavor. This will taste like food. It's
I
not,
do.
but it'll
I
taste
want
like
to
it.
try the spicy horse meat sandwich flavor.
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks pretty good.
No.
What looks good about that, Mary?
The actual sandwiches. Maybe I just want to eat the actual.
You
horse
do.
meat
You want to eat a
sandwich,
horse
not the
meat sandwich,
tips.
is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean,
Yeah.
at least out yourself on the live feed.
They look good. They look like tacos. I don't know.
I want some roast goose flavor chips.
They got some sheep brain
Yeah.
over there, or what are we
Roast
doing?
goose.
We got some in brain. That's the only thing. I think I could probably. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse and had chicken hearts the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, chicken
That was
hearts are
alright.
really good.
They were not great. Too like grilled,
They're
I think.
chewy, but
Yeah, too chewy for me. But they have all kinds. They're all kinds of taking the animals down to the studs. You could eat brain, tongue, feet, eyes. Get crazy with it. And now we
I
make it
really-
into chips too. That's great.
the spice at the end was really good, and it did taste like curry, and I really did enjoy it. But yeah, I don't know. It's too much chicken. Maybe if it was mixed in
You
with
mean
some
food
plain
flavor.
chips. Yeah, it's too strong. Yeah,
Okay.
too much punch.
Too much punch.
Yeah.
Oh, is the chippy like just a Lay's or is it like?
Yeah, it's just
different-
regular Lay's.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a shame. I didn't know if they were
That's
doing
a
some
shame.
fun stuff. Not gonna lie, that spicy horse meat sandwich, the picture on that thing looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. I would eat that. I'm just hungry, I guess. I don't know. I
What you
ruined
got
my
for-
diet eating that one chip.
That
Ugh.
one chip. Ah, yeah, yeah. You saving it for
I'm no longer
Japan.
fasting.
No.
You guys look like that spicy horse meat sandwich looks good. That looks really gross. Like I don't know.
I'm
Like,
hungry.
That tiny image looked good.
y'all really
Yeah,
need to
maybe
get
not the
something to eat
close.
this morning. The bun looks bad. I mean, that is not good
Okay.
bread. And then like it's just slathered with like some real soft meat in a way that does not.
Oh,
yummy
give me
soft.
that
I want
soft meat.
Yeah, man, I don't.
I went to one steakhouse. Now it's high and fluting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm food. Now I'm a foodie.
Do you guys not have like ox tongue or something just like tongue as like a cold meat?
Well, sure, you can have tripe and stuff like that at restaurants, but
Tripe.
It's
we're
not common, is what
not
I would
common.
say. Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
to your
I mean,
local
it's-
Walmart and get cow's tongue. If that's what you're trying to say.
Pretty much, yeah.
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
you
sure
can't,
it exists
no.
in our deli meat area over here.
I mean, sure, if you go to a deli, probably specific.
yeah.
I think you
Like
would
a
find
supermarket, yeah.
oxtail based.
You could find
stuff
oxtail. Yeah,
Huh, tail.
more
could-
than tongue.
I could find tripe probably if you looked at the grocery stores around here.
Because, like, pho, that's all oxtail based. So, well, if you're getting it good, but
Um,
If you're getting it.
Tripe, I don't think we could find that. We can probably, if you find a specialty ale, I'm sure you can get haggis somewhere. But like,
Sure.
that's the closest we're gonna find to tripe, unless you get to fucking a butcher.
So haggis is too far. Is that what I'm getting from Mary? That face
on
when
the
somebody
edge.
said
Yeah,
faggot.
that-
Haggis. I mean, that's not. Okay, well.
Haggis is just like organ meats and oatmeal.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat the oatmeal
stomach.
part. Yeah. Oh, do you actually eat the outside container part too?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you're meant to eat the outside container.
Blech. I know that's how
It's
they
like
cook
a
it. But
sausage. Just like a very big sausage.
it
You would
makes
not
sense.
tell the difference.
I can understand why people would eat it back then, but do we need to eat it
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, there you go. That's why Robinson Baghdad supports not eating spicy horse meat sandwiches.
I support not eating. it's pretty good.
We're in a big camp for food flavor. That's what we're aiming for. Don't eat food. It's over. We're just gonna be eating non-food items only now.
Naans. The garlic naan.
Gary, take
Garlic
these.
naan, delicious.
I want 'em.
Oh,
The
Gary's
ends
gonna do a
taste
second
really
opinion.
good.
Eat the horrible chips.
Eat
Yeah,
these
he's
horrible
gonna let me
chips.
know.
Then tell us what it tastes like.
He says it smells like ramen. I thought it smelled like Japanese curry. Yeah, he agrees
Japanese
now with
curry's
that too.
weird.
Star anise, he can
Star
Oh, that's
anise?
bad. I hate star anise. It's
That's
the worst,
licorice.
pretty much.
Yeah, I hate black licorice too. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Okay.
Well, because
DJ.
He made a face.
Of course.
is that when
It's the duck.
soup fit in? It's the
Wait for-
food flavor.
Wait for the spice to kick in.
Yep. You gotta
Wait
wait
for the
about
tongue to
20
get ya.
seconds for the actual food flavoring to kick in.
Yeah.
Here's the direct quote. It's not very good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very good. That's a good to know. But does it taste like duck tongue? Is the important question.
Right. Yes.
What's like 1 to 5 on a duck tongue?
He doesn't know.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's all
not
we
a
need to
duck
know.
tongue then.
That's not a duck tongue. All right, DJ, you have something for us. The good of the order.
I guess I've got something. I've got like fucking 5 things here. I've got one thing Mary wishes she had,
Oh,
which
boy.
probably tastes a lot better than the swirly pop. Was that what it was called?
Yes. It's
It's
awful.
also an energy drink, but it is a Java
Ooh.
Monster. It is. What is it? Where is it?
One that tastes like coffee would be better, yeah.
It's French vanilla. French vanilla. Vanilla Francaise.
Vanilla
300.
Francaise.
Also, I think it's from Canada because it's like got a Health Canada
Canada.
warning, and it's like
Oh,
supplement drink.
yeah.
warning. Also, yes, it's a 300 because it's a triple shot. So I am not
That's a
drinking all
lot.
of this at all. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some of this, and that's it.
I don't think we have the 300s here.
No, oh,
the
that's why it's from Canada. Clearly,
The
You know
Canadians
Canada's
need it.
weird,
All right. The Canadians need it.
and the Canada's currently taking out all their energy drinks.
it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, like the
Wow.
thing with these things is, unless you're getting like a real specialist like mocha flavor, they just all taste
Kinda
kind of
like-
the same.
Yeah.
Coffee-y, sweet, usually a little like
Mhm.
something on top there, like a little vanilla or
Yeah.
something, like a little hazelnut or something. That's about it.
Yeah. No, really, we don't get many of these over here. So,
We're getting a bunch of new ones now. We have
oh
a
really?
bunch. Yeah, like my supermarket has like a full like section now full of like the canned coffee, and also and cold brew stuff is getting popular too.
In like a can. Interesting.
Yeah, canned coffee is getting pretty big now,
Yeah.
and recently they're starting to get zero carbs flavors too.
That also makes sense. There's a massive push for that. That was one of my drinks. Yes, there's a lot of bits.
Wait,
large,
well, how was the French vanilla? Was it good?
like it's like a latte. Let's say it's,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's very milk heavy.
How French
Um,
was it?
I'm guessing it just tastes like
I'm
sugar.
not gonna tell. Yeah, it's just very
Okay.
creamy. Let's say.
Yeah.
Very
Fake sugar.
creamy. A lot of fake. I think real sugar. In this guy.
Good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this guy's a real sugar.
Oh
one.
yeah, those have a lot.
Yep. and it's very high caffeinated, and I'm probably about a third into it, so I'm gonna stop that.
He's
I
gonna be
got
bouncing off the walls of this podcast. Get ready.
I
Yeah,
got
like
a,
this is
That's
effective.
300.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up. I was like, I'm
I was
curious.
scared because I don't think you,
Really?
you have a lot of. I don't think you drink a lot of energy drinks, Mary. So,
Not
Yes.
anymore. Not since like
so.
they were new.
Yes, I got a supply drop of American candy, mostly because it's that
Ooh.
Halloween season, so it's time to get all the candy corn because they're shipping it over. So I got my wife like 6 or 7 bags of the big packs of candy corn.
This bag is almost empty.
Well, you guys, people hate
It's
candy
right
corn,
on the
right?
fucking desk.
Yeah, we already destroyed one of the autumn mix bags. Yeah, we got a bunch of those. We got one of the nerds. They didn't have many of the other like
We've gotten to it.
collaboration ones, just the nerds ones. And we got the candy apples. What are the candy apple ones like?
Oh, they're
Mary?
good.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't tried those. I really
okay.
liked the Minion ones I got a couple of years ago that were banana flavored. Those were good candy
Yeah.
corn.
yeah.
so
Now
good.
think of that flavoring, but in squashies. Oh, you guys don't have squashies still.
Man,
fucking-
can
Yeah,
I
know.
find
I
some
don't know what
squashies around here?
squashies are.
Yeah.
Golly.
Things that will literally kill me if I have a bag. Another.
If
second
I have
bag on
another
top of
bag
the
here, it's
first
gonna go
bag.
bad for me. I mean,
Yep, yep. Yeah, long story short, and I found another drink in that section, and it's a return of something that Sean liked.
Oh!
It is,
Peepsy! We gotta hear your
Yes.
reaction.
but here's the thing. I don't know if this is going to be different, because I don't know if you can see it up there, but it says 2023 limited edition. Did they, like,
a
was this a thing
Pepsi.
from last year, or is this a
Originally, when it first came out, like in 2020 or maybe 2021
okay.
or something, it was only as a prize, but then
Okay.
they made it to where you could actually buy it. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if this was like just a different like brand remix from Sean's one, I
Huh.
guess. Also, I would
Again-
like to...
That was Mary. I didn't drink it because
I thought you
Yeah,
had it.
I did it. I was
A
not
Peepsy.
a
Didn't have a
fan.
I never got
No,
it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there is like 26 grams of sugar in this can, and it is like 7.5 flozzes, which is like it's like almost like the airplane can basically.
Yep.
Hey man, let me just talk to you about the word Peepsy. I mean, we got
What's wrong about Peepsy?
It's just such a good word. I mean, it's just
very good.
Yeah,
very
they didn't
fun to
use it,
say.
idiots.
Yeah, they still didn't use it. Yeah,
Peepsy.
even on this, it's still Pepsi. The can is pretty fun though. I like the can.
It is a nice.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was a
Fine.
great crack on that side.
Yeah,
I don't know if I needed to shake this or anything.
I don't think so.
I don't think you want to shake it.
Yeah, it's really got that marshmallow
Mm-hmm.
topper on top of the smell.
No, that's literally all you can taste. Was my criticism. Is that it's like,
Yeah,
Where-
yeah, you're
where's
right.
the Pepsi?
It's all Peepsy.
Yeah, that's really weird. It is kind of mostly
Mostly marshmallow peep.
it's mostly marshmallow flavor. That's funny.
That's killer.
This
Let's
is
go.
fine, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, but I'm like, it says Peeps and Pepsi.
It's a Peepsy.
It is fizzy as fuck though. Is that just how Pepsi is for you guys or something?
It might be.
I wouldn't know because I never drink Pepsi.
Right, that's fair.
We're Southern, so we drink Coke.
Wow.
Maybe we got fizz.
Like-
maybe
Actually, we drink
fizzy
Dr.
sour
Pepper.
drink.
The fish
Diet
drink
Coke
called purple.
has this amount of like fizz on it. Yeah, this has got a real big fizz on top of it, which is surprising because it also like went through when it was internationally shipped, obviously. So yeah, I'm surprised it's got this much
fizzed.
fucking fizz. Yeah.
Is it cold?
Oh, I fridged it. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I definitely
okay.
fridged this stuff.
That
yeah.
definitely increases the fizzy. I find.
Does cold actually increase fizzy?
I feel like it does. That's what my experience has been.
I notice the fizzy more as being like harsher when it's warm. I don't know.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, and then another one of the there's 3 things. My drinks are done.
Okay.
More American stuff.
Red
Oh.
vines.
Yeah,
What?
not just red
My
vines.
God.
Candy corn flavor.
Candy corn flavored
What the
red
fuck?
vines.
Yeah.
What?
You guys not
What are
seen
we
this?
doing
No,
over
I
here?
did not know that
Yes.
existed.
Yeah.
Two types of candies that people hate the most.
Yeah.
Damn.
Candy corn.
God, and I love red vines. They're my
Red
favorite.
vines? I don't even know if I've heard the name red vines in years.
What?
Okay.
I love red vines.
They're more of a West Coast thing, Red Vine.
Twizzlers.
Or East
That's
Coast,
usually
I
around
guess,
here,
I
East
think.
Coast.
Okay, fair. Yeah, sorry, it is
Cool.
Twizzlers. Are they not basically the same thing? Red
Oh, yeah,
vines
they're
They
probably
are.
basically the same
They
thing, but
are, yeah. It's a war between Red Vines and Twizzlers, basically.
there's a war, and really
a war
Twizzlers
that no
has
one
won.
cares
I
about.
don't want- really
Yeah.
don't want-
A war with
Uh,
battles no one will remember.
These are artificially flavored. Is there any like fun blurb? Nope, there's nothing special about this link up on the fucking wrapper though.
Well, they're not
It's
red,
saying
they're
it's a
orange.
Bioengineered food ingredient. Yeah, they are kind of orange. Yeah, made in Cali. There's no
Orange.
like best before, so I don't know. Yeah, there's no best before, so I don't know if these are out of date or not. Whatever. Yeah. They are kind of, they're not red. They're close to red. They're red adjacent. They are orange, but sometimes like if you look,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
they're
matches
they're
your
orange.
shirt, yeah.
They're orange. Yeah. Never mind. They've got a fun smell to them.
Oh, I bet they smell good, yeah.
Does it taste like a Peepsy?
What do you mean a candy corn?
No, like a Peepsy. That's a lot of word, bro. I just wanted to say Peepsy again.
No,
Peepsy, Peepsy.
At some point, I'll sneak away and get some candy corn and do some side by sides. But yeah, it's mostly red vine flavoring still,
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah,
which is
I
a real fucking bummer.
I did read a review a second ago saying that they were bland. Yeah, saying like actual candy corn had way more flavor. Oh, there you go. That's
Yeah,
what
now
you
I'm
gotta
living
do.
life.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
god.
a real
Oh man, we're going full on destroying.
Ugh.
Ugh, the good old days.
You're teaching your kid bad things right now, DJ.
Oh my
She never
god.
sees this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll never see this
can't stand.
podcast. You can never let her see this. It's got to go to the
Yeah.
grave.
I like them because they're mostly red vines, but yeah, they're pretty bland. They're nothing. And then the final thing, which I won't waste way too much time on, is I also have chippies,
Oh,
but I have Walker's
Oh.
Max. I don't I don't know if you guys have Max,
Oh.
but they are Pizza Hut branded.
We don't even have walkers. To be
It
honest.
looks
Sorry,
like
it's
the
Lay's,
same.
Lay's.
It's the same brand. Yeah.
yeah.
Walker's is Lay's, but I don't know if you guys have this like Max Ridge
No.
business, and I don't know if you guys have these Pizza Hut ones.
Ooh,
I want a
So-
pepperoni
No,
feast.
it's great.
I want some Max chips, and he's gone.
And he
Oh.
had to
And
leave.
well, he was like, you know what?
He hit the disconnect button.
Thank you so much. There's my bits. We're gonna go.
It was so mad. He broke his computer.
Damn, I now this
Uh-oh.
whole thing is broken
I
too for
wanted
us.
to hear what it was like.
You know, me too.
Oh well.
Well, we fix this.
Oh, they brought out pumpkin spice red vines at one point, apparently.
Hello,
too.
everybody. I just okay. He's back, and now it screwed everything up again. Hold on one second.
Like I couldn't
Was
find these red
too
vines.
much.
Too
Too
much.
much
Too
chip
max. Too much max for you. Good lord.
I think the bag accidentally hit F4. So I think what happened. In the meantime, I popped them open. There is not only pepperoni feast, but there is also a Texan barbecue Pizza Hut flavor.
So this is like an all meats chips review
Yeah.
episode. That's
Exactly.
All the meats.
We didn't know.
No aspartame in these guys. Also, while it says Max, I want you to like see these Ridgies.
Ooh,
They
thick.
are not Max. They are like barely Ridgy for like America.
You're just thick.
Kind of, yeah. This is the pepperoni feast.
Also, while you were gone, I found out they make pumpkin spice flavored red vines.
Wow. It does
They
say
look
try the
nasty.
other flavors. Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, see, you got to get those. Somebody's got to have them to locate pumpkin
gonna
spice
look
flavored red
for 'em.
vines for us here. You know, I'm glad we're expanding
Oh
drink
my
time to
God.
being everything.
Let Mary talk.
I just found there's a new coconut Dr. Pepper too. I want
Whoa.
to try that shit. Coconut Dr. Pepper. Wow.
There's also a new Coke flavor that I'll get next time. I
Nice.
need to get it. It's a Y3000, whatever that means. Coke and they're just being weird with their new
See,
flavors.
we were thinking we're running out of drinks to buy and to do for this podcast, and we're gonna run out of drink time at some point. But we're opening this up so much that it'll never end. Drink time is always gonna be here.
Yeah.
Very
No.
excited about it.
They're making AI flavor Cokes now. So
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
that's not a great idea. I
Yeah.
wish they wouldn't, but go ahead.
Coke created with artificial intelligence to help bring the flavor of tomorrow to Coke fans.
What's the flavor of tomorrow?
Probably
Yeah,
pollution.
3,000.
Sugar.
Food flavor. Okay.
Blue flavor.
Food
Yep.
flavor. Okay.
Probably just marshmallow again.
It's actually horse meat, weirdly enough. That's strange, but it really says something about where our
Horse
society
meat
goes.
sandwiches.
We're not letting DJ talk about the chips, but he keeps eating them. So I think
He's
we
like
know what
loving
to
them.
do.
You can tell what it's going on. He's gonna be like, "Oh man, I gotta put these over to the
I
side."
know what we need to get for us, y'all.
Oh no.
These FaZe Clan orange
no.
chicken pizza rolls.
Well, see, there's something you're gonna have to get. Baking section of the podcast, or you bake some pizza rolls. And just go, here you go, FaZe Clan.
So I bought these
Oh, it's
chippies for the podcast, but I didn't tell my wife. And then, like, at one point, I came home and she was like, "Did you want to eat any of these Walker's Max things?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to save them for the podcast." And she was like, "Well, I'm sorry, they're gone." And I can see why this pepperoni feast is very, very good.
Damn, I gotta get
It's
some of those.
extremely
Shit,
good.
that
This
sounds
Roni
really good.
feast is really good. The Texan barbecue is fine. It's like it's a little. Do you guys have the Pringles? No, you don't have the Pringles Southern style barbecue or whatever flavor. The UK doesn't really have many good barbecue chips. This is like a lesser, less sweet, less in your face version of that Pringles one. So this is a good barbecue. I think it's very similar to what Walker's used to do, a barbecue flavor. It's kind of like that, but ever so slightly spicier, let's say. It's
Okay.
like more kick.
Okay.
Also okay, but the pepperoni feast is really, really, really good.
Yeah. Man, I want some good chips instead of duck tongue flavor.
Duck tongue.
Man, duck
apparently
tongue getting you,
2 for
huh?
1 pizza with this.
Oh, see, that's nice. Man, I should have got some good tasting food.
See?
Mm. You gamble with the bit. You're gonna find the dumb sounding shit. There's good chance it's not gonna taste good. Oh,
Oh my god. Something else I want to try and find.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
Say it.
Oh no!
mustard
No.
Skittles. What?
Oh God! No,
Maybe
God!
this is in a
Most said it in
Yeah.
the Twitch chat for me because I gotta see this
It
shit.
is a bag of Skittles that is a limited edition, and it's just mustard
What
flavored.
in the mustard
French's
Frenchie?
classic yellow mustard.
What have they done to Skittles? Why mustard
Just
flavored
all
Skittles?
mustard.
That's not right. That ain't right at all. Dad!
I'm gonna see if this giveaway
I'm
is still
calling your
going
dad
on.
over for this.
I gotta show him this shit.
I bet you will.
I think it's already happened. So,
God.
and everybody burned them already. So
They
we're good.
Yeah, they
No!
went out there and it was like a mass. It was a choice by the masses to burn all the French's Skittles.
You can
Listen,
get them on
I
eBay
appreciate
for
the idea.
$130.
We gotta burn these things.
$130? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, I seen one for $55. So
Oh.
Now Mary will
I
never
bet-
have. I never experienced the delicious taste of French's
I'll never
Skittles.
be as happy as this lady.
That's a shame.
But
This lady right here with she has this cool like yellow French Manny.
McCormick.com.
Man.
McCormick.com/Frenches/mustard
I want to be
Skittles.
this lady.
Did they
I want to
like?
be the mustard.
Did they sell them on the
Skittle.
mustard lady? I want to be the mustard lady. Did they sell them online or anything, or were they just
No.
in stores? Okay.
It was a giveaway you had to register for.
giveaway, and apparently they handed them out at 3 locations.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But you
I
can
was
get
gonna say maybe you could gamble at like some real beat down side.
Where to buy? Let's
Shops
go.
or
Where to
something.
buy? Come on. Where to buy?
Rare mustard Skittles. Never gonna
Yep.
be able to taste them.
I'm gonna give my wife this Peepsy because she wanted to try it, and I'm
Okay.
gonna get some candy corn.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, we gotta hear the comparison of real candy corn.
Oh my god. That's so
frozen.
fucking
Man.
nuts, man. That's
I want
but-
mustard Skittles. I love mustard. Tastes good.
oh boy. Oh boy. That's not what you want to hear.
Those Old Bay goldfish were really good. So maybe mustard Skittles would be good.
I can't wait to save this picture for the podcast. It's gonna be so good.
What's the bid on this, Mary, please?
Okay.
Mary,
Don't
go out there
actually
and
do
get the, even though you're going to Japan, what if you could get some mustard Skittles? Think about it.
Man, I saw so many anime figures. We were out and we found a store. They had all these prize figures that were all $35. I was tempted to buy them, but I was like, prize figures? They should. Looked them up. It's like 1,800 yen for this one.
That's a
Idol
lot of
Master
yen.
one. No, that's cheap as fuck. That's like
I have no idea how much
$16.
yen is.
$16, $15 maybe or less. Yeah, so that's a lot
So, a
cheaper than
huge-
35
huge markup.
bucks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm buying my anime figures later.
You
Well,
Shopify.
Wow, these are expensive.
What's expensive?
These mustard Skittles.
You're still on them.
You could go $60. You get the mustard Skittles with the limited edition gift bag and stickers as well.
Yeah,
How do
that's-
you feel about?
There's one that's only $34. I might get it.
Oh boy,
Don't, Mary.
Mary, you
Poor
gotta
Mary
not
Skittles.
do that, Mary. Mary,
The
listen to me.
sticker is so good though. There's a sticker and it just says, "Now that's tangy candy." And I like that sticker so much.
That's unbelievable. I cannot. That's disgusting.
So I think the issue with these candy corn red vines is
Uh-huh.
inherently a candy corn is like one of the benefits is it doesn't have that much flavor. It's just like real solid mass, a mass
sugar.
of like chewy sugar that kind of like dissipates in your mouth, which is very good. You can't really capture that in this, so the red vine overpowers. That's why it's super bland.
Mm.
And like candy corn doesn't have that much of a flavor anyway. It's subtle. It's
Oh,
a
texture.
nuanced flavor.
It's a nuanced flavor. It's for the
Yeah.
discerning palate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to have a
exactly.
high
You
IQ.
gotta have a high IQ to really appreciate candy corn.
Exactly, and only the elite would be able to decipher the true palate cleanser that the candy corn red vine is.
Well, that's great.
These are red vines. I'm super happy with red vines either way. At least they don't taste like ass.
At least they don't taste like spicy horse meat, is what you're saying. That's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I bet
well,
the like pumpkin spice latte one's gonna have much of a different flavor, and who knows if that's good.
True. All right.
Fallon, you got anything? Sorry, I wasted like 20
I
minutes.
no,
with
I
my
don't.
bullshit.
Sean, do you have anything? Because my drink is
Wait, no,
a
you're the host.
transition.
Wow.
No.
My drink is a
Say something.
transition, though.
Wow.
I bought it to
Transition, okay.
transition.
What the fuck you bring to this podcast, man?
I brought something to this podcast, but it's a
What is it?
transition out of this.
I think he's wanting it to be the end one.
I wanted it to be the end. Okay, whatever. We'll
Okay,
do it
fine.
now.
We could have
Okay.
said that then. Fine, I'll go. My drinks. I didn't get it. I phoned it in. I'm using one of my backup drinks.
Mhm.
Your backup.
So-
Yeah, I also have a backup drink line now. I mean,
I have one more. So Walmart has like weird drinks for some reason. That's where I get
They do.
my Buck energy drink and whatever. And so I got this. This is like warm now because you guys took so fucking long.
delicious warmth.
And I got Neurosonic.
Neurosonic. That's a
Um,
new kind of Sonic. I
Energy
haven't heard.
refreshed.
And brain juice.
Not even energy
Neuro-
refined. Energy refreshed.
Superfruit infusion. Increases and sustains energy. So the ingredients: water, crystallized fructose, natural flavors, fruit and vegetable juice.
Looking for an alternative to those sugary, ineffective energy drinks? Neurosonic is a refreshing, lightly carbonated beverage that has a balanced ratio of keen and L-theanine. What the hell is L-theanine? The same as found in green tea. This drink was formulated to increase attention span as well as boost energy. Discover the benefits of balance and alertness with Neurosonic now.
They have a sex one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Let's go.
It's called Neurogasm. That's terrible.
Okay, well, that's a shame. This has
Candle's making it hard to smell this. It kind of smells like
this has like mushrooms
Skittles.
in it. Is that?
super
I
fruit
feel
powders.
like this place should be sued.
Why?
They seem to be trying to. It's medical benefits, drink
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Improves the
Whatever.
Tonic.
reduces fatigue. Clinical trial results. It's a green tea caffeine, so drink. So
There's vegetable
No.
juices in it as well.
No, it's a high performing brain booster. Get it right.
Yeah, get that drink in you. Boost your brain for this podcast.
yeah, it's kind of weird tasting green tea, I guess.
Is it green tea?
Is it green tea?
Carbonated green tea, I guess.
Mm.
So fucking weird. Fries.
Did you ever have that like Monster Dragon or whatever that I think was herbal tea based? Is there any similar to that? No.
I will say it's not. There's no chunky things in it, at least. So it's not like that.
It's not
I have one-
kombucha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's still just artificial, but and
Does it say tonic anywhere on the bottle?
it's Alpha GPC.
Let's go.
Wait
Wow.
a second.
Wait.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Reverse
Lifestyle drink
osmosis
company.
filtered water.
Sorry, it's just.
All right. How is
Yeah.
it? Let's see how it is.
This is mostly inoffensive, I guess. So.
Okay, great.
Mostly inoffensive.
Alpha GPC.
But yeah, this is a lifestyle beverage. What does that even fucking mean? Yeah, my
Yeah,
lifestyle.
build a lifestyle around just drinking that drink. That's your new life.
This
Cyanocobalamin.
Of course. I have no fucking idea what that means.
it's like I don't drink those energy drinks. I drink my green tea enhanced drink.
Dude.
Sorry, I'm just reading about the
Okay.
interesting lady who founded this company. She's
Mm.
a real housewife. But she seems super duper smart. She was born in Bosnia. She
Oh.
has a degree in computer science. Yeah, she has a crazy sounding life. I don't know.
Huh. Well, cool.
Sorry,
there's
I'm
also-
just Googling.
Yeah, there's also like the sleep ones I saw. No, I got the Sonic one though. I get the
Sonic?
run as fast as Sonic now.
Yay!
Cool.
Go ahead, transition boy.
All right,
Transition.
transition boy. Hello. Oh God.
Man,
Yeah.
if we're going into
Unblur the
health
camera.
drinks,
Here we go.
we're really,
Unblurring.
deep diving.
I got really
Here's my transition drink. It's Alani,
Oh, that's
some kind of cosmic stardust flavored energy drink.
What the fuck's Aloni? What is that?
Alani. It's I guess it's a lifestyle brand. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was
it's
just
one of
looking
these-
for something. Go ahead.
yeah. So one of the it's in the new trend of like healthy energy drinks that
Mm.
they have.
Kind of smells like that Coca-Cola, that this like fruit Coca-Cola, whichever that one was. Oh, that's fucking. Wow, that's sweet.
Wait,
What
what
the
is
heck?
it called again?
What is it? Why is it? sweet?
Alani, Cosmic Stardust, trademark.
Alani New.
Alani.
Yeah.
Why does it have like a made up alien name?
Because I don't know. Because I needed a transition for this podcast. I can't really
About
describe it to
Alani.
you. On the front, it's very fruity.
How is it a trans? Oh, because you're going to talk about Starfield next.
Wow! Welcome to the podcast. We're gonna talk about Starfield next. Damn, nobody makes my job easy around this place. Goddamn.
Ooh.
I think I had one of these before, and yeah, they're not
They're
I'd
okay.
like
very good.
The design of this Halloween can is pretty cool. This Witch's Brew energy drink. I assume it's caramel apple flavored because of the.
Ooh.
Fruit and
Yeah.
vegetable juice for coloring. Ginseng root extract. You love ginseng root. Who doesn't love ginseng root?
This Instagram is very woman forward, ladies forward. I will say that much.
It does seem
Very-
like this is an energy drink for ladies. The
Mhm.
graphic design and everything.
Well,
Like
too
if you
bad I'm
go-
drinking it.
If you click on the Dream Float design, like there's an orange with a little cutesy like anime face on it and stuff. It's very cute.
Yeah, this is definitely like because they also do supplements and like protein bars and all the like powders and shit. This definitely is like you don't want those dumb, brutish bodybuilder
Energy drink.
supplements and what is those garbage C4s that all the men those aggressive men drink. How about you get this nice soft cosmic stardust?
Well,
Huh?
on the about, it says that it can help balance your hormones. So yes.
Of course. Well, I'll say this. It's
Yeah.
It's probably the most drink I've had. It no discernible goodness or badness. Sweet enough to be sweet and fruity, and that's it. That's all you got.
Do
I'm
your
sure.
hormones feel balanced?
I feel very balanced.
Corrected.
That's
Correct.
good.
I enjoy that two of us have gone for like a health kick. Like Sean's getting smarter. Sean's making sure he's on the up and up. Thouden is making sure his life is as level
Balanced.
pegging as balanced as can be. And there we go, Mary and me just fucking going to town on
By
sugar
treats
food
and
flavorings.
food flavoring and pork sandwiches and horse and duck tongue.
Horse meat.
A little
Yeah.
bit of horse meat over here.
swirly
That's what
pops and
happens
triple
when you
shots.
have a child. You're just like, I need something.
I need some horse meat. Give me some horse meat. I gotta get through raising this kid. I need something to get me through the day. Well, good. Well, speaking of cosmic stardust, I think it's time to transition away from energy drinks and horse meat and instead talk about the next big game
I'm clapping.
in
For the
video
transition.
games, Starfield. Tell me about whatever his name is, his own. I don't even know his name now.
Todd.
Todd's own Starfield.
He didn't make it. But sure.
Oh, he.
You
made
sure?
it. Are you sure about that?
He said make it big, and he fucked off.
Make it big. I'm out. I'm going to my Hamptons house. I'm gonna hang out.
Argue some forums somewhere.
Get in a fight about Skyrim or some shit. Okay, great. Mary, tell me about
What?
Starfield.
What?
He's picked you. He's picked you to go.
Nobody else? Anyone else played it? Who played
Yeah,
it?
I did.
I mean,
put
I think
it
we
on
all
there.
played it.
I
But
don't know,
Mary
I
played
didn't-
like 50 hours, I think.
No,
I
it's
kept seeing
because
you
I
on.
I left it running overnight on the computer.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Mary, you played like 700 hours. We were all looking and
No.
going like, "Mary's playing a lot of this game." And,
No, I left it on the computer.
Mary and
I
Gary
barely-
switching off, playing Starfield at the same save,
No.
doing some crazy
No.
shit? Okay.
I actually have been switching off a lot, if you want to call it that or whatever. Doing a lot of cloud streaming on Starfield, which is actually pretty nice.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, because when I tried to run it natively on the Steam Deck, I don't know if it seems like the game did not recognize the graphics card built in. Like the drivers are funky with the Steam Deck and graphics drivers. Yeah. So because I was using Windows and not Steam OS, that's probably also another issue because I
Sure.
wanted to be cheap and play the Game Pass version. But yeah, like it ran like ass. It looked worse than Skyrim on the Switch. So I just started playing cloud streaming versions of it. It's a nice like you wanna chill and fall asleep kind of game for me, like Picross. so
Wow.
that has also led to me not playing that much of it because it is kind of not that engaging, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. It's my
Um,
experience too.
It's very much a Fallout with a skin on it, but also taking away a lot of features and adding
Right.
in some new ones instead.
Mm.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine for a Game
fine.
Pass game. I'm probably gonna play it for a while, but it's just fine. I don't know. I'll let somebody who has more specific critiques because I've barely played it, like I said.
I guess I can go next because I probably played more than Mary, but not that much more. So we'll see to go next. My 70-year-old space explorer Angelo Hero
Okay, Angelo
is
Hero.
out there in the sky. I wanted to do a former like movie star. It wouldn't let me, so they are a former chef. Yeah, it's as Mary said. It's I haven't fallen asleep. Actually, I have fallen asleep to the fucking game without
I have
playing
too.
once. No, yeah.
Boy, excited.
Sometimes it can be just a dregs, like just kind of just pushing along to push along. I think starting off, so pretty sure everyone has the first main mission of like you get the fucking artifact, you go to the lodge, and then you meet all the people, and you're forced to do the first mission with that Sarah Morgan lady.
Also, that's another reason I fell asleep because the main story is so fucking boring, even for Bethesda stuff. And so are the characters that they force you to
Yeah,
interact
I can see
with.
that.
Yeah.
They have not improved over that in
That's
years.
the
It's like
specific criticism I have.
Yeah.
Apparently, the main story has some good twists to it, so.
Yeah, I
But-
guess I have to keep
but
plugging
yeah,
away
Plugging
at
along,
this. Yeah.
None of us got to it, and it's all pretty boring so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone spoiled the main story, so that's fun for me as well. And then I just did not mesh well with that Sarah Morgan lady at all. Every time like you're trying to do like collect quests, not even do them, just like collect them, like helping people out. It was a constant like, oh, Sarah Morgan didn't like that, to the point where I was like, well, fuck you, I don't care, Sarah Morgan, you're gone in a second anyway. Yeah, it's just all real weird snootiness of the Sarah Morgan character. I just did not like her at all. She's gone, thankfully now. And then after that, it like kind of branches out. It gives you about 3 options to choose from. I went with the guy called Samco, partly because he was the first person I saw and just went, I'll do the main missions.
It seems like they're trying to, just point you to him, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, right. Really? Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it makes sense because he's like, he pushes you to a new world. Let's say the other world, which is, I laughably, I like the stupidity of like these are, we're in space. We've already made a new Earth, and then people have made to different planets. People have colonized, and yet we're still doing a cowboy theme. Uh, it
Yeah.
is very stupid to me, but
It's very cartoony. It's almost like
Yeah.
Mario levels or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
here's
like-
the ice world. Here's
Yeah.
yeah, it's so dumb.
there's a fucking a bandit gang is out in the fields, and they got the bank on heist. Help us, simple minded folks who
Yeah.
colonized our own planet. Stuff. It's so ridiculous.
Also, we have a southern accent because we
Yep.
have to keep it consistent, even
And
though
they all dress
whatever.
like cowboys in space.
Mm-hmm.
I like that Samco guy though. I'll try and keep him.
He does weird chatter too when I've had him in missions. Like he started randomly like singing something at one
great.
point, and I was like, dude, what the hell? I understand being a parent kind of makes you weird sometimes,
I
but
sing a lot of songs outside as well.
and also I have to say like all of the companions so far seem very one-dimensional, like this is my personality trait, like even worse than like Tokimeki Memorial like dating games or whatever. Like this is I'm a dad. This is me. I'm a
Yep,
dad cowboy.
This is Dad.
I'm a dad
Yeah.
cowboy. Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know. Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
that robot said my actual name, I was like, oh
I
my
do
god.
like that. That's the good part of Tokimeki Memorial. That it should be in every game.
Yeah, I will keep playing it. I was very close to like giving up on it for other reasons, but I fixed those other reasons, so I'll just keep like plodding away at it, but like every hour or so. Problem is with also this game is it feels like to really do stuff with this game you need more than like an hour at a time, and even an hour for
Mhm.
me is pushing it because sometimes I'll just get stuck. Like it might be spoilers because I think this is just relevant to if you do it or not, but the first time you go back to Jemison with I guess contraband on your ship, you get pulled in with like the vigilante group, and they take you in, and then they want you to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet. That's it. They want you to be a spy for them.
The Crimson.
Yeah. Well, it's basically the space cops,
Yeah,
or putting
space
you in the
cops, yeah.
space CIA or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, but like I think I had to do that in like 3 play sessions because like the contraband thing happened. I had to pause. The interrogation business was there. I had to pause. I had to talk to the guy, and then like it tells at the end of talking to the main guy, it tells you go to my like vice captain for no real reason ultimately, and then like I had to pause and I missed that, so I had to talk to him again, and there's no like thing saying go to the vice captain, or even worse, the waypoint is pointing you to your ship, but you can't get there. So I was spent a good 15 minutes running around going, why can't I get to my ship? And then I talked to the guy, and it was the vice captain. Oh, vice captain. And then it wouldn't tell me who the vice captain was, so I had to stare at every single character on that ship till
Who
I
you?
found them.
Who
Yeah,
you?
Exactly that, yeah.
When I went through that, I did not have that happen. I think maybe your marker might have been bugged or something because the marker went right to like
Oh,
the
yeah, this
lady
game.
who was the vice captain for me. So
Yeah,
I
not
don't know.
me.
Yeah.
This game and bugs. Yep. Yeah, it's
Bugs in a Bethesda game. You're out of your mind.
yeah.
I have encountered a couple of quests. I've had to quit and restart the game because a thing did not activate. Yeah.
Cool.
And not a bug or anything, but one of the dumbest reasons I had to do something is I went I went to Mars, saw there was mining stuff you can go down and mine, so I was just casually mining my way. The AI, as I was walking through, decided to walk through my laser, and that was an instant bounty, and I had no clue how to do bounties, I didn't know you had to put your gun away because it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you to put your gun away and just stand there and wait to be accosted. So I just started running, and I didn't realize they just chase you constantly. So I wasted like 20 minutes trying to evade these people.
Boy. Oh,
It's
great.
also very funny going through a cutscene door. This is in old other Bethesda games, but I don't play Bethesda games. But it's fun going through a cutscene door, waiting, and then like eight space cops just appear out of nowhere at that cutscene door, ready to shoot you and chase after you. It's very fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard because when I'm playing it, I do kind of still have fun. Like I'm
Okay.
enjoying it enough.
Mm.
But it is kind of like Tears of the Kingdom, where if you don't have like a plan of what you're trying to do and don't stay consistent on that plan, like you
Yeah.
do get
Bogged down.
off track, and then you don't feel like you get anything done in the short amount of time you get to play. And I don't know.
And I have this new fun issue where during Samco's main mission to get back to the place, you get a bunch of contraband, like Xeno warfare suits and like black market suits that are worth not actual suits, but like just a briefcase full of like items. They're not even like visual; they're just like things to sell. But it's definitely contraband because I tried going back to Jemison and it's immediately flagged. So I don't know where to sell that stuff. So
Yeah, I
got
haven't-
this new fun thing. Yeah.
I haven't figured out how to sell any of that yet either. I assume it has something to do with Crimson Fleet stuff, but
Maybe, but I'm at this point where I don't know where any of that stuff is. So I either drop that stuff just out in the field and lose like their 11,000 value or some shit for each one, or I have to look it up because
yeah,
Wow.
and that's kind of shitty.
there isn't really a resource in game for finding out like how to do specific things. It's kind
Yeah.
of
Huh.
bad.
Yeah, most of the stuff is terrible in this game. Like in the first couple days when I was playing, after everyone else had played it for special reasons, like they have that. I'm playing on gamepad, which I think Mary is too. Like the D-pad has like the quick options, so you can save stuff there. For like a good 2 hours, I had no clue what to do until someone told me like, "Hey, use the favorite button, and that'll put it there." Like, game just doesn't tell you that.
Well,
And
that
then
was in like previous Bethesda games, so I knew it immediately
Oh,
to do that.
fuck you. Some people like this isn't Fallout. This isn't like Elder Scrolls. Like there's gonna be a
kind
lot
of
of new
is,
onboard.
though.
Yeah, but I mean like this is a new IP. You're gonna get a lot of people like me that are trying this space game, this fun space game.
And I feel like they kind of screwed up not putting in more tutorial, like, or at least
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
be optional
Right.
or
Yeah,
something.
optional.
Yeah, like there's nothing. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, even with the lockpicking shit, like I wasted so many
Yeah.
digipicks because I didn't realize L1 and R1 let you choose the picks. So I was just like, I'm just gonna look and see if these things open the stuff in order, and if it doesn't, I back out and then try again. I wasted so much time.
It is kind of odd that there's like, yeah, there's not even, if you like skip a tutorial pop-up, like the one time it comes up, there's not a way to call it back up in any way. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to Google a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like 10 different things that I am. Oh yeah, fucking thing I wanted to ask on this podcast, my very self. Whenever I'm collecting a bunch of shit and I'm over encumbered, because I read somewhere one of the big tips is like, it doesn't matter if you have too much CO2 or whatever, you're not gonna die from it. So just keep on running. You'll be a-okay. But I don't know how to access my cargo hold on the ship. So what I do is I just dump all my fucking shit on the ground. So my ship is just a fucking mess of shit, suits, helmets, guns, those briefcases, just all over the place. How do I access the cargo hold?
You have to go into the ship menu. Well, you hit tab to go to the
Okay.
main menu.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then you go to the ship menu.
Okay.
Then you hit the button for cargo.
Uh-huh.
Then
There's a
you hit
ship
the button
menu?
to go into your personal inventory.
Oh.
And then you can put stuff in the ship's cargo.
There's
Yeah,
a
it
ship
fucking
menu?
sucks. Yeah. There's
What?
a ship menu. Yeah. The
Even
different
when the four
quadrants.
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
DJ has no idea
tried
what he's doing.
searching
He's scared.
around. Yeah, some people are saying there's a panel near the captain's seat. I tried searching around. All I saw was that research lab thing. But yeah, and then I just kind of gave up. Okay, so there is a means. to
There's a
get there.
way.
I can clean up my ship. Because the other thing I was wondering is like, how long is this
Just living in a
gonna stay
pigsty.
on my ship before it like dissipates? I didn't know.
That might actually be a better way to like hold stuff on your ship because that won't be using like the weight limit of the cargo
Right,
stuff as
yeah.
far as I know. Like you could just put stuff down there. I don't know.
Yeah, just shit out all the guns in one corner, then all your spacesuits in another corner. Yep.
Yeah, if you're not too worried about possibly losing them.
There's gotta be a limit though, the amount of things they can generate in a spot.
Yeah,
Is
It
Yeah,
there?
seems
that's what I
like-
worried about. Yeah.
the game is full of a lot of stuff that you can do, but you don't know because the game doesn't fucking tell you at any
Yeah,
point in time. Like you have to I don't know if this is part of like to help support the content economy of like websites
The
for like
content
we
economy?
need guides.
Right. Yeah.
Here we can this way we can put out a YouTube video for like 15 things I wish I knew before I started Starfield or whatever the hell.
Okay, somebody get working on that right now for this site. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna put it on YouTube.
There's already 500 of those. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, shit. Okay.
But yeah, like I don't understand why there isn't more
Yeah,
documentation in the game of what the game does or the,
Mhm.
You would hope they would. I'm surprised they wouldn't, just because. Like, why not? Like, what else do you? Like, you have a game where some part of it you're just flying. It's a perfect opportunity just to look at a guide or something like that while you're sitting there.
Well, I think it's
Oh, you
also
don't-
hard. Well, it's hard as a developer too. I imagine like when you are in this thing nonstop, like you have to make an effort to have new players play the game until you like
Sure.
Yeah.
see what they don't understand and how yeah. So maybe later on there'll be patches and after they figure out like what people don't
Like
know how
and don't
to
like.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the is there an accessibility tab? Maybe in there there's
Yeah.
something
Not
that's
really.
like
There's
glow
like
in
no
the
options.
glow things that are like interactive. Maybe I just need to turn something like that on.
Like it's weird. This Bethesda game specifically, it feels like the first one where they developed this for console first more than
Mhm.
PC,
Yeah.
which is odd because there's not like many normal PC options that you would expect to see.
Didn't
like
they just recently get the FOV slider in?
yeah, and they're like, oh, we're gonna put DLSS in there later.
Oh
when-
wow, cool, very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the priorities of development on this game, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not the priorities I would have picked.
Yeah.
So,
And, like, last thing I'll say is like, I'm sad. I'm sad a Bethesda game is like almost so one note. I don't get into these Bethesda games, but I always hear people finding like different ways to play these games and play these missions and all that sort of stuff. And like hearing from people who have played a lot more of this game, the stealth is just dog shit. I like it, and even trying to steal in this game is terrible to the point where I have to make sure I close a door and no one's looking before I'm like at least reasonably sure I can start stealing shit. It's pretty bad to the point where I don't want to steal shit anymore. Maybe that's the message all along. Don't steal shit.
Hey, maybe don't
Um,
steal stuff, you know? I mean, can we just
Yeah.
talk about this? Nobody else is okay.
Yeah, the persuasion stuff is middling. It reminded me of that like Persona 5 and the other Persona games where you convince the devils the demons sort of thing,
I like
which
that.
I don't really care for that. But it just always reverts to like, hey, stealth, talk to them or shoot them. It's your choice.
Hmm.
And
And
even
that's
like
weird.
the perks don't feel that individual. It seems like
Yeah.
it's almost like a regular action adventure game where by the end you're gonna have most of them probably. Like the jetpack. That sounds like it could be a cool differentiator,
Yes.
but it's one of the first tier abilities. Like everybody's gonna get the fucking jetpack. It sounds like you have to have the jetpack, basically. So I don't know. It doesn't seem very roleplay anymore. Like it's
Somewhat. Yeah.
So my question was going to
you just do
be,
missions.
I mean, in a year where it seems like we've had a lot of pretty good role-playing games come out, particularly with like Baldur's Gate 3, like,
Sure.
what do you think that impact will be? Like, if this game, I mean, the way you guys are talking about it, it doesn't seem like this game's probably going to be on your Game of the Year list or anything like that for the year. Like,
No.
do you
No,
think? Go ahead.
what's your question?
I don't know. I just feel like what do you think? Where do you think this game ends up in the kind of
I mean,
hierarchy of the Bethesda games? Skyrim, obviously, and then Fallout's and stuff. Where do you think it ends up?
I don't think I can answer that because it's still way too early in that game, and I
Yeah,
haven't
I
really
need to
played
play
the others.
more.
Obviously, all the Elder Scrolls are gonna just beat it hands down. I think people are slightly refreshed at a new like skin of Fallout, let's say, but like a large part of
Right.
people are also just like, this is a Fallout, which like I feel like most of the PR and all the stuff that I saw about it seemed like it veered more towards the Elder Scrolls sceness of their kind of games, because the Elder
Okay.
Scrolls and Fallout are slightly different, right? They kind of both have different feels.
Yeah, but Starfield did have guns in it from the
Yeah,
get-go,
I
so
think people, yeah.
I just kind of assumed it would lean more towards Fallout, but it really is just
Yes, it's a Fallout skin, effectively.
yeah.
And I think that's the takeaway people are gonna find is it's not a new IP. It's just it's Fallout space.
Right.
I
Okay.
mean, all the Bethesda fans are so on their copium, thinking this is it's the best game ever. But
Mm.
and also a lot more people is going to play Starfield than Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
So that's the main difference. That's the main difference between those two games. 10 million people will play Starfield. Like 2 million, 3 million, and 3 million people will play Baldur's Gate 3. So obviously
Sure.
it's hard. Yeah, so it's hard to compare the games because one's the mainstream game and one is the critical darling. So
Well,
I don't know.
I can kind of understand why they went Fallout for Starfield specifically, because the idea is that you can have a whole bunch of different planets with a whole bunch of
Yes.
different settings. And one of my favorite parts of Fallout was just the weird and varied cartoony worlds they released for like DLC. Like there was this town that was all alien related and was really cool. And with Starfield, like the potential is there. Like, yes, you can't go around and explore like you can in an Elder Scrolls games. Like, you can't just go out and explore and find missions that way. But potentially, there could be a lot of planets with a whole lot of cool settings, like cooler than just this is a cowboy world or whatever. Like, hopefully, they have some really cool worlds in there that are really original and fun and neat. Like, this isn't super original, but I went on
Right.
a side quest, this Mantis side quest, that was basically about this cool lady bounty hunter. You find out later on she's not really that cool, but she basically, it's a side mission where you find out this lady bounty hunter called the Mantis has this booby trapped like area with her ship, and she tried to give it to her estranged younger son or whatever, like as an inheritance later on. Like she used all of her bounty hunting money to like send him to fancy boarding schools and shit. but because of that, he ended up kind of soft, and he gets murdered
Soft.
by turrets, like in her booby trapped base. And so you're like, well, sucks to be you, dude. Now I got your mom's cool shit. And I don't know, stuff like that was a really cool mission, and I got really cool rewards, including like a spacesuit that lets me go camouflage if I hold still. So that's kind of like a neat
Nice.
stealth thing, and a nice spaceship that was an upgrade from like the one that I got.
Mhm.
So stuff like that was really cool. If there's more cool stuff like that in the game, then it could be cool. But yeah, like that's the literally only cool thing that I found so far.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I just
yeah.
feel like the big thing was like the story stuff we were talking about, and kind of the role playing element of it, and having some good examples this year of role playing games. Like I wonder where it ended up for you guys with like
And people,
and for like the wider public. Good.
I've been, you know me, I'm like always annoying and listening to other people's podcasts live, but like I've heard a lot of people talk about this game and it having new game plus modes, and they specifically reference like near automata and everything. So that is also compelling me to like try and see like what the fancy new game plus thingy actually is, because
Yeah,
I
a lot of
haven't
people are
spoiled it.
saying run through the main missions, just do those first, and then get to the side story and all that other stuff. So I'll try and do that if the game will like let me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that whole like the first 10-20 hours of the game suck, and it's I don't
That's
know.
tough. That's a tough
Maybe.
sell every
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not, the beginning of the game is not, it's not
Plus-
very engaging.
Plus, for you guys who have kids, like saying like, "Hey, 10, 20 hours until this game gets good," like,
Yeah.
that's really tough.
That's
And
an
I can
entire
understand
Need for
that.
Speed Unbound.
That's an entire
Like-
Need for Speed Unbound.
Potentially, if this game is what it's supposed to be, like a Bethesda game, it should be hundreds of hours, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So 10 hours in the grand scheme of things isn't really that much, but yeah.
I mean, that's still
it's kind of
around
tough.
in the gaming kind of community of like how you judge a game if it's good is if it has a long play time, which is just I think
Yeah.
a real mistake.
Do people
So-
know?
I don't know.
People say that.
People
Yeah.
definitely. You go on some Twitter
Yeah.
threads. That's still something that
Yeah, that's
comes
where
up.
get
I
all
mean,
my opinions.
I was
X.
My ex
There was an interview with Sam Lake on Tuesday, I believe, on Kind of Funny, and he specifically mentioned like the amount of gameplay hours as like a thing that they try and provide a lot of gameplay hours for the value or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting that
Yeah.
developers are because yeah, media critics don't value that at all. Like
No,
for a
not
they
now.
want a
full-price
game they can
in
beat.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, in this day and age, yeah. For longevity, like my plan might be is I play the main missions on the Xbox. Hearing the cloud stuff is good. Is very tempting me to just sort of play it on my laptop or something. Hint at work or something maybe when I've got some free time to just whip that on. But and then surely by the time I finish that in like a few months, there's the mod scene is going to be all over this game most likely, and at least with this game where you're constantly flying to planets, or at least you have the potential to constantly fly to planets, there is more potential for the mod scene to be like, here's our own specific little planet that we made. We stole
won't
the
be-
textures.
That's you. Those won't still come out. They won't be coming out till like so.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have the first few months of like, here's the lighting pack that fixes. Here's the stuff that fixes everything
Yeah.
that Bethesda
Yeah.
messed up. But in the future, I can see like Mary's argument for there's potential for fun side stories. What if some modder makes like some dumbass Lego planet or some shit? The ship building game is kind of already there. What if you just replace ship parts with Lego parts, and now you're making a big Lego. You're making a Lego spaceship. Sure.
I wonder how easy it is to do that stuff. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
don't
I
know.
feel like I've heard that it's not actually that easy to make that kind of stuff for
No.
Bethesda games. So
And they haven't put out the official mod tools or whatever yet for this, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have hope that that's the long run longevity for the game. I have to imagine so. With what we saw with Skyrim, like there was a lot of stuff that happened with Skyrim. So
including horse.
either that, yeah, either that or they just wait for the next Skyrim. Otherwise, yeah. What was Sean's thoughts on the game?
I only played like 3 hours, and I was pretty
Oh.
bored with it.
I thought you were like way ahead more than me. Okay.
No, I'm bouncing off hard with it. Obviously, I will keep playing it. But I came in knowing that I've been disappointed with the past few Bethesda games. So, and my expectations have been met so far, which is a giant meh. So, but I was gonna say, call me when I can. My ship can become Thomas the Tank Engine. That's the mod I want.
Okay, you want to be Thomas?
Yeah.
What about some of the other trains? Did you want to be those?
No, fuck those.
Okay. I don't even know any of them. That's why I couldn't. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, it's so hard for me to get invested in this game when I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom, and that game's so much more engaging. Like
Yeah.
Mary compared it, and how like you can get lost in Tears of the Kingdom with not really following as doing something productive. But every time I play Tears of the Kingdom, I'm having fun actually playing the game.
Yes.
And Starfield, it's so sluggish and kind of slow. Combat seems fine, but also
Yeah, like the 10 to 20 hours thing, right? Like that's tough.
I do like the combat a lot better. It's nicer not having to go into VATS like all the time.
You don't want to
and
use
actually do any
VATS?
damage. Like it's nice. It's nice to just play it like it's a shooter. It's fine. The cloud streaming has been really cool. Gary's Retroid Flip, like the little Android emulator console we got. There's an Android cloud streaming app for Xbox, and that's how he's been playing Starfield in bed, is on the dumb little Retroid Flip. So it actually works really well. We're gonna use that a bunch in Japan, I think. Yeah, so I'm playing it on the Steam Deck, and he's playing it on the stupid Retroid Flip. It's silly. Cloud streaming is okay. It's okay.
It's been okay. I just wondered if like the shooting was a little too awkward or something because of lag or something like that. Okay.
No, it hasn't felt laggy or anything. The only thing is like, well, I'm shooting with the controller, and you can notice like the auto aim. It just
hard.
snaps right to the enemies, and I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine.
I said the thing that bounced me off real quickly was I did the thing I do in all Bethesda games where I picked up everything I could.
Yep.
And then I started offloading everything to my robot friend. Then I got to the first play in it, but I've got the first play in it. I got overcumbered, so I was like, I gotta sell all this shit. So I was trying to go around, find a shop. I was like 20 minutes trying to find a shop. I couldn't find anything. I was like, what the fuck's happening? I was like, and then I tried to open the map, and the map is terrible. It's like all the
map isn't a map.
There's a map.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it that
Jesus
thing where you just see the planet? Is that the map?
I guess.
It points you in the direction of icons.
No, real talk.
Yeah,
Is there an
exactly.
actual map of like the topography?
Is there a map?
The
Is there some
big
kind of
Euro?
map? Somebody can tell me.
That fucking shit.
Has somebody
No,
pressed the
there's
M
no
key?
Topography. No.
Okay. Because I've not seen like here's this store and this store and this store. I've just seen the planets. That's all I've ever seen.
Point is,
Boy,
navigation really bumming me out.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's my fault for me carrying like 10 crappy guns trying to sell them. I know that's my fault. I need to stop that hoarding thingy, but
hey man, you gotta look at your hoarding, some of your hoarding stuff.
This game has stopped me from doing that now. Like, I only pick it up if it's like a blue item or whatever now. So.
Yeah. But also, it's my fucking goddamn right to pick up all these
It's
guns.
his right to hoard.
$20.
You are gonna hate the partners because they are constantly on your ass and like, oh yeah, did you really need to pick up that bullshit?
Yeah, I wish They need a verbosity slider. You need to
Yeah.
be able to make them shut up.
Almost did shoot Sarah a few times for that reason.
But
Okay.
also, I picked. You can so creating your character, you can pick perks. I picked, and obviously, I picked the one where you get parents. So,
Oh, okay.
What?
so if you do that, you have parents that you can talk to in the first plane that you go to,
Oh, okay.
and you can talk to them, and then you can just hang out with them, and then they join you pretty much. So,
Weird. They apparently have a house or something from the little bio
Yeah.
I read. Okay.
yeah, they have an apartment. You go to apartment, and they're like, I thought you were mining, and they're like, well, now I'm with the Star guys. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Star guys.
Hey, that's so
Fair enough.
cool, kid. All right, take it easy.
Yeah. So there's still the Bethesda quirkiness that I of course like. But yeah, I hopefully I can keep finding it to keep me engaged. But yeah,
Well, interesting. Yeah, I mean, as somebody who has not played it, all this stuff seems pretty alien to me. So that they have a
get-
parent.
like space, get it?
There, drink your cosmic stardust drink, yeah.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, all right. So I mean, I think I'll be interested to hear what you guys think as you play through more. This is probably the biggest game we have left in the year, right? Or is this? Do you guys think? Is there one that's
What?
like bigger
The
than
Mario.
I want to
Lies
play
of
Lies
Mario.
P. Yeah, Lies
I-
PP.
Yeah, Mario
Forza.
Wonder.
Em-
Forza, yeah. Payday 3.
this? Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2. Yeah,
That
every one
new,
of us said a one.
That new The Crew came out.
That new
Yeah,
the crew.
Motorfest, is that it?
Mhm.
Spider-Man.
Let's go, Spider-Man. That's true.
It's apparently neat as a Hawaii simulator. That's what
I
I've heard
understand,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that might be fun.
So yeah, like I know you were saying, Sean, that like, hey, I'm kind of bouncing off it. I mean,
Sonic Superstars. Hmm?
there
Star
are
Ocean 2.
there are so many good games coming out, and it's kind of overwhelming.
Assassin's Creed Mirage. Mario
King,
RPG. the remake.
WarioWare.
Yep, and then you have games that I don't think we've talked about. Quite a few great JRPGs have come out.
Thoughts and Kaitos 1 and 2 remaster
Thoughts
that I
and
haven't
Kaitos?
played yet.
I-
Yeah.
Persona
So-
5 Tactics.
of course. Go ahead. Anyone else? Any other games
Is
you're
that
gonna cut
Persona
me off?
3 remake coming
with?
this year or next?
that's-
Okay.
That's
Okay.
like
Sure.
early
Early
next
next year.
year.
Yep,
Yeah.
just keep going. Just keep cutting me off. My thought
Cities
process is
Skylines
getting even better the more you cut me off. It's great.
It's already.
Yeah, like Starfield is not making it to the Game Awards. If that was like, if you wanted a succinct answer to, you're like, how does this match up to people's expectations? It may get a nod at like best RPG or something, but Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win that. So, that's
I
all
mean,
it's gonna get.
That is probably the game of the year. I mean,
It might
unless
get-
something else comes out by the end, but like
Here's
it's
the
hard
thing,
not to argue. The
Yeah,
best game
like,
is BG3.
Personal top 10 list, sure, fine, but like a whole site-wide top 10 list, maybe number
Yeah.
10 or something.
Yeah, at best.
It'll
We'll
probably win the
do
Game
that.
Awards Game of the Year. I bet.
No, it won't.
Starfield.
No.
No.
Yeah,
not
I
at all.
feel like
No.
it will.
No.
You underestimate the
Fuck off.
Bethesda weirdos.
The
You
normies?
underestimate the normies will ride that game till the sunset.
I don't think it's.
Okay.
Oh, it is fan voted, isn't it? It's
No,
partially
it's-
fan voted.
no. No, it's not.
Oh, it's only the fan votes fan voted.
Only
thing.
some awards, like the esports awards, are
The
fan voted.
gamer, like game influencer person.
This shit, the awards. Don't make it.
Yeah, where Call of Duty always wins.
No, but I think I'll be really curious what you guys think as it goes along, because boy, there are a lot of other games, and I wonder, I want to keep track of, like, if you guys fall off. I just would like to know if you fall off it.
When? Tell us
When?
when
Yeah.
and why.
Give me a date,
Well,
because I
as soon
had
as
that feeling.
when is the Lies of P release date?
Like next
Because-
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
soon. It's like 2 days from now, I think.
Reviews are out.
I was watching somebody play it last night, and it
It
looks
looks
fun.
real good.
I
Listen,
mean, for me, it's gonna be Payday 3, which is also soon, or maybe that Forza. That Forza's
we
actually-
will. I will.
Possibly
We'll
good.
do at the end. I just want to look at some of the games coming out later
Hey.
in this year. Go ahead.
Hey, guess what? Payday is gonna be on Game Pass. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I
Mm.
say it's probably going to be that game that stops the Starfield train for me. But yes, also we should do a Payday squad.
Squat it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to go over just one of my games real quick. since it's applicable to the discussion, let me tell you about Mass Effect 1. It's a great game. You have a squad. You investigate weird worlds with a big tank. It's pretty good. There's a bunch of people you hang out with, and they're not super annoying. Let me tell you about Mass Effect 1. That's all I got. Thank you. That's that's the whole thing I wanted to do with the Starfield. Thank you.
Was it at least the HD remake?
It
or
is, yeah.
anything?
I'm playing through the
Okay.
remaster. Mainly because I gotta get a new graphics card at some point, and I haven't been able to jump in on any of these games. I have a 1070. It's getting pushed. I've
It's
tried
getting
playing
there,
some of these
yeah.
new games, and it's not going particularly super well. So.
I gotta say, walking around planets in Starfield reminds me a lot of walking around or driving around planets in Mass Effect 1.
I thought so too when
there
I
you
was
go.
looking at it. I was like, this might actually be a great transition. Anyway, okay, that's all I got. That's
But
my
Mass Effect has characters you actually care about.
Yes,
characters you
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Shooting that, yeah. I mean,
Man.
it's shitty, and your companions don't do anything at all. But hey,
Where's the mod to put Garrus in Starfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
One
want to
last
marry
thing.
Garrus again.
One
Yeah,
last
fishing
Starfield
mod.
thing. Can you just kill people in that game?
Christmas.
Christmas. What?
Santa.
Oh, that's my kids alerts.
Okay.
In Starfield, can you just straight up like kill a support person like that Sarah person? Probably not.
You just
the-
want to
the
kill her.
constellation.
I don't
Okay,
think
let's.
so.
They're probably
I've
control.
heard those games you can like just accidentally you can kill quest givers and all that stuff. Can you just do that?
That would
I don't
be
think-
super interesting if they built that into the story, where like you could make,
No.
like that's the
No.
insane choice. You could get real weird and kill that one person. Like
I don't think you can kill this
that's
constellation.
a damn
people.
shame.
No, Bethesda games have a lot of like story quest people you usually can't kill. It's not like Dark
Ah,
Souls or
okay.
whatever where you can just murder everybody.
Damn, that's a
I
shame.
wish.
Okay, I thought it was more open than that. Okay, I was
No.
just curious. Like,
yeah, I wish.
the UC vigilante commander guy. I wondered if you, because one of the options is straight up, "I will fight you," which is odd, but yeah, it
Have
does
at
give
you.
that option. Yeah, a lot of them are like have at yous. Just wondering if you could actually just fight.
You might be able to him, but I don't think
Yeah.
you can
Maybe
main
just stop the-
constellation people.
Yeah, I think main constellation people you
Host.
can't.
I will
Talk
have
about
your
Starfield
skull.
Again.
What? Go ahead.
Talk about Starfield again. Stop them.
Okay, we got to move on, folks. We're
Okay.
running out. We're running out of real estate. How's HOTAS doing, DJ?
I touched a HOTAS. I
Sorry,
am
you wrote here
going to
hot
touch
ass.
it.
So
Yes, hot ass throttle and stick style.
What games are you even
Hot
playing with
ass.
that?
Flight
Starfield.
Simulator.
Of
You
course.
can't play Starfield on a
What?
HOTAS. You possibly.
No.
I don't know. You probably can't. There's not much flying.
What am I
There's
gonna
barely
do with
any
my
flying.
the exact one that you have? What am I gonna do with that now? I gotta play Flight Sim. All right, well, okay.
Yeah, it's stuck with Flight
Just play-
Sim and Elite
Just play
Dangerous.
together.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. One of the things that was almost going to get me to remove Starfield was my laptop was struggling with space, so I couldn't get Flight Sim on there. So I was almost going to delete Starfield for Flight Simulator on my Xbox. But
I
then
mean, that's a
figured
fair
out way-
choice.
Yeah, exactly. I figured out a way to make space. Sorry, Exoprimal, you have been cold.
Aw,
What?
For now.
What?
Yeah, I needed space.
I need to
That's fair.
finish Exoprimal.
We need to finish
Yeah.
Exoprimal. If we
Yeah.
can wrap this podcast up, let's play.
And then it was cheap. It was like £30 the stick. So it's pretty good. Like the when I first played that the new flight simulator, like probably 3 years ago or something. There was inbuilt a lot of tutorials of like here's how you fly the fucking thing, here's how flaps work, here's how like trim works, and thankfully like a lot of that stuff just like stayed in my brain somehow. So I did like some few random like scenic flights. I did one like in New York City, and I didn't realize that like there was a big old storm happening in New York City as well. During the NFL game.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys saw
Yep.
before the NFL game, there was just that massive fucking storm that people were showing on Twitter, and I was like, why is it fucking cloudy around New York City? And then I just looked at
That's
that and
the
I was
best
like, oh
thing about
yeah,
Flight
I
Sim.
forgot live weather. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just flying that big
Oh.
hurricane out over the Atlantic right now and just get real wild with it.
Yeah, so I actually did that with like Ira or Isla or the I one. That was like way off in the east of Florida, but was like constant Cat 5 for like a few days. You can do that. It's kind of fun to see when there's like turbulent wind and stuff. Like you can actually see it on the plane. Like, oh, these engines can go down to like 30% because the wind speed is just keeping this plane going.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
wow.
boom.
Yeah. And in those hurricanes, like you can just turn the engines basically off, and it's just gonna glide and stay level. Yeah, it's or like
That's cool as hell.
I thought like because I forgot the live weather business. I thought the stick was having like stick drift business because it kept like turning, but it was just like the quote unquote weather next to that storm that was constantly moving it around. Yeah, Flight Sim's really cool. I like it. I want to get into it, especially with the stuff that they showed at E3 of like all those different situational like things, flights that you could do. It seemed like there was a little bit more training and a lot more. It's gonna be more,
Santa Claus?
Christmas time. Yep.
Are there
or
any
like-
Santa Claus to Flight Sim? Because that'd be awesome for
Sadly
Christmas.
not, but they
That's
have
damn
they have
shame.
been adding stuff. There's like a full ass jet, like Boeing jet there. There's an actual. It's not an F-16 or something, but there's one of those like jets, like those actual jets. You can play that thing and it's fucking zippy as well compared to like going from a Cessna where you're like fucking trying to keep it level to that thing where just even a little touch makes it like just turn by like 20 degrees. It's jarring. Yeah, it's real fun. There's helicopters in that thing. They're adding more planes and stuff, and I think it's like gonna be a free update as far as I could see from that E3 stuff. So I look forward to that. Yeah, I think the Hot Ass was a very good buy. I will probably like keep playing with it.
Cool. Okay.
And I got the
Hey.
Xbox One, so I can play it on Xbox if I need to.
DJ is turning more into a dad
Every day.
Yeah.
dad energy, dad vibes.
You know, now he's watching baseball. He's gonna be getting into golf. He's gonna be
Yes.
taking naps on Sundays watching golf. It's gonna be great.
I do watch
Very
golf.
excited.
Only the majors though, like
Yeah, me
the
too.
Ryder Cup,
Yeah.
the Opens.
We gotta go hit the links sometime. You know.
Not about PGA Tour. I don't want to play golf like most sports.
Okay,
I don't
that's
want
a
to
damn
play
shame.
them.
Mm.
I don't want to waste.
You know,
like,
go out with us and the boys, get a couple beers going.
it'll
Just,
take
you
like
know,
a whole day.
it'll
Why
take
don't
a
I just
whole
watch
day. I mean, that's the best thing about it.
I'll play disc golf. If people
Okay.
don't mind that I might lose a disc, but I'll
Oh.
totally play disc golf. That seems like
I
fun.
would too. I'd rather play disc
Yeah.
golf.
Okay.
That seems like so much fun.
Okay, Sean, sir.
So work
Uh-huh.
has been very stressful lately, so I haven't played too much for the past few weeks. But I did play the game that Albie got me for my birthday recently.
Oh,
Don Duality. Don Duality.
Don Duality.
Don Duality. So see, it's a duality because you're a Don boss. That you have a business, but a coffee shop. It's actually a front for your legal
Aw.
business, and you control this management sim with cards. So you start out, you get a deck of cards, and you have to play the cards, and that determines what actions you do. Like you can make your goons do a crime, or you can upgrade your shop, and all this stuff. That's how you do it with your actions. And it's like this is pretty neat. But then there's the critical flaw of the game, which is there's no skill to the game. It's all luck.
ah.
Oh.
Basically what happens is you upgrade your shop a little bit, but then you get a negative card that you can't avoid, and it ruins your run. It just instantly stops your run, and then you do it all. Then you do another run because it's also a roguelike. So once you go to prison, you start a new run.
I know
And
a lot of people get arrested around Don Duality lately.
No, it's just the same guy. He goes to prison, but you get out. You know how it is in the 20s.
Of course.
And so that's the main problem with the game is after an hour I realized the best move for me, because once I get a deck and once I have a negative card that I know in my run, but I know that after a day ends, your deck gets wiped out and you get a new deck. So I knew my best play was to wait until the day ends, so I don't get this negative card.
Before you play any other cards, the time just
Yeah.
keeps going. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. So it's in real time. But sometimes if you get a negative card, and if you play too many cards, because you can't play the negative card, but the negative card will play automatically once you play enough cards.
oh, okay.
So my best strategy to not have this negative card go off is just wait until the day is over. But there's like no fast forward, so it's the best play for me to do is just wait like minutes for this.
Woo!
Not do
So
anything.
leave the table, leave the desk.
Tab, yeah.
That's the only strategy is to not play the game. So that's when I knew this game maybe isn't that great. I played 2 hours now, and I'm never gonna play the game again.
Okay, great.
Aw.
Because then you realize this game has no substance whatsoever.
You're not gonna come back for the Halloween festival or the Christmas
shit.
festival?
No,
That's a
Aw.
damn shame.
no, like yeah, and the reviews are mixed with Steam. So it's a very cool Flash game. And the art style and the aesthetics are pretty neat.
It's a very
Martin.
flash game, pixel art, like
Yeah. So I had a fun 1 hour, then a kind of frustrating 1 hour, and now I don't want to touch it ever again. But
what if they put out a patch that says, "Hey, we fixed the negative card thing. It's not bullshit anymore."
then the runs would just be too easy, and then there would be so no substance to it. So yeah, and there's also like a meta mechanic where you try and take over the city, but it's pretty. It's very half baked. So I thank you, Albie, for giving.
Yeah,
gifting it to
I
me,
feel
but-
like it's not a thank you. It's a,
But-
hey, man, this game is trash. Why don't you buy me better games?
But you spent $10 on this, I think, and it's not worth $10 at all.
Okay.
It's worth
a
like
shame,
$2.
'cause on paper it sounds like a really
Yes.
fun game. A really cool premise. Yeah.
Oh, this review on Steam
Yeah.
rated as the most helpful review. It sounds like you would agree with them. They basically say game has basically zero agency for what purports to be a management game. Almost everything else feels like a window dressing to let you pretend you're playing a game.
Yeah.
Randomness is supposed to keep the game fresh, not remove all meaningful decision making from the
Oh,
player.
yeah.
It sounds like your complaints agree with this other reviewer.
Yeah. After I rage quit it the last time, I read that review and I agreed with everything it said. But yeah, it's okay. And I got to the first major twist in Tears of the Kingdom. That's fucking buck wild. Have anybody found the twist when you do all the tears things?
Oh,
haven't played that shit in months.
Yeah, I need to go back to it. I have like, oh, a new game came out. I need to play that.
Yeah.
Oh, a new game came out. I'm bad about that. I just wanted to say the developer responded to that review and said that they would take their criticism into account. And the randomness in the game was planned to represent the risks of being a criminal boss. We acknowledge that finding the right balance between players' decisions and game challenges is crucial, and we will take your comments into account when we develop and refine the game further. So it sounds like they want to try and fix that, but you're saying it seems inherent to the mechanics of the actual game that they can't. So
again, the negative cards are so detrimental to your business. They can instantly wipe out all your wealth, and once you have no wealth, you can't defend yourself in court. And yeah, it's no bueno. But then if they make it too easy, then there's no really challenge. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Finding a balance there, I guess.
We'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, I now really want to main road the rest of the Tears of the Kingdom, see that story. This is pretty it's like, what the fuck's happening?
Is it really that good? Really? For a Legend of Zelda?
I like the way they do the whole time travel story thing. It's fun. I like it. Yeah.
Are we
It's
are we
good.
touch are we touching on the
That's for
secret
sure.
of Legend of Zelda, which is that like the whole thing is like a bunch of timelines and stuff? Is that are we going there? No. Okay,
No,
that's
I
a
don't
shame.
think they are.
Not
No, this
really.
game is in Pacific have time travel,
Okay.
and that's dumb. But I got
I
to
like
a
it.
dumb twist, and now I'm like, I like this because it's so fucking dumb. I'm in. I'm
Oh man,
anyway.
you did it. Good job.
Like, what? Fuck. What the?
Okay. Hey, Mary,
I'll probably never see it.
talk, talk to me
I'll
about the
tell you.
twists in Final Fantasy
I'll
VII.
tell you
Mary.
next time we play Far Cry.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Twist me with Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis.
It's a
Oh.
bad game. It's a bad
It's not, though.
game.
All right, great. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
well, they might be able to fix it, but right now it's a bad game. You shouldn't play it. It's like,
Question.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Go
But
ahead.
How can it be a bad game if I can get Tifa in a bikini?
Oh,
She does have a wet t-shirt. You can get
See?
wet t-shirt Tifa, so that is a selling point in its favor, I guess. That's also another criticism I have about the game is that they've had 3 different gotcha banners in like this game
Already?
in 8 days. Yes. And one of the banners is gone. Like, yeah, it's too much. They're going way too
No.
hard on the like right away. It's I don't know. This game has some neat stuff to it. Like it might be good if it still exists like a year from now and all the content is in the game and they've added auto battling and you can get a whole bunch of free rewards or something. Like yeah, I would recommend playing this game maybe in a year when they have like the anniversary bonuses if this game still exists in a year because I appreciate the main presentation of the actual story bits and the way the battles look and everything. Actually playing the game though and having to grind through this super big grind. Like this is an old style like back in the old days of like when FF7 first came out or something, like for my gotcha game people, I don't know, like this is grindy as fuck. If you wanna grind on it, it's like I appreciate all of the Final Fantasy VII content in the game. It's really neat. It's really fan servicey. I love all of that stuff. I love the different outfits, gotcha outfits, all that. That's great. The story bits are cool. I even care about Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, like that Battle Royale game I installed on my iPad and then never played. And apparently, a character from that game is now in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, he showed up in the trailer for the newest, like, big Final Fantasy VII Remake game. So now you have to know the story from these phone games to understand what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it, but it's a bad phone game. Even I like phone games. Like maybe they can fix
Right.
this game later on, but right now do not play it. Like unless
Wow,
you
okay.
super want unless you want to spend money to guarantee that you get wet shirt Tifa right now, like don't bother. Like
Yeah.
I'd love Final Fantasy 7. Like yeah, um I would just look up like a video if you care about Final Fantasy 7 lore. Look up YouTube videos. I'm sure somebody is gonna make them of like
Sure.
all of the missions and stuff because it's really good. I love the graphics. I like the voice acting. Like
Mhm.
all of the presentation that's not the game part is neat. But yeah, well, actually, I lied. The music is super mid.
Aw.
That's another disappointing part. Like it just sounds like somebody tried to take the original MIDIs and put a bad new sound font on them. They're bad. Like the FF7 remake had great music and they did not try at all with this phone game on the music, which is kind of disappointing. Like I would figure that would be reliable, but no. yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah,
disappointing. Square Enix is bad at putting out mobile games.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, imagine like a Grand Blue type of like gameplay mixed with like the story of Final Fantasy VII, whatever they're adding.
And you can tell that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it like Grand Blue, but they made it so grindy and shitty. Like they have the co-op raid system and everything. It's very much like Grand Blue, but it's bad.
Yeah, like yeah, all these Final Fantasy VII mobile games seem bad and bad, but they know it's bad, so that's why they delist them after a year, so they get money quickly and then just throw it away.
Right.
Well, if they actually tried and made a good like gotcha game, like Cygames, like they delayed Uma Musume forever, like
Yeah.
for years and years. But then when they finally brought it out, it makes a shitload of money, and they made it into a good game. That's what they need to
Sure.
do instead of just like here's Bikini Tifa or whatever. Like,
But they don't need to try though.
I
They have to
guess.
though.
Yeah, they don't need to try.
Well, if they did try, they could get that and the game would actually be successful and would last for a while. Like, I guess that's too much work and they don't know how. So,
Yeah, and like yeah, because Fire Emblem Heroes is still going on, and that mobile
Mhm.
game is like 6 years old at this point. So I agree with you. It's a smart strategy, but I don't think Square Enix cares. I guess to make a long-lasting fun game. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. It is disappointing because
Right.
it looks so nice. Like that's what this the way this game looks. That's what I imagine. That's what my memories of like Final Fantasy VII look like, and I just love the presentation. It's still like an old PlayStation 1 JRPG, but yeah, whatever. Oh well.
Okay. Well then.
I'm gonna still keep playing it. I'm not gonna uninstall it. That's the sad thing.
Well, a lot of people are uninstalling Unity. No, no. Okay, not a good transition.
No,
nu-
that's a very good
news.
transition.
Welcome to the
because
news.
Yikes.
We'll close out with this. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, but boy, Unity. Can someone just describe to me the beginnings of this? What was the first thing you heard about this story? How about that? Like, when did you talk to me about like the beginning of this? Somebody.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
mean, after a couple hours after it got announced, I saw all the devs on Twitter, sorry X, talking shit about it.
Please call it
Saying,
Twitter. Pisses
Yeah, I
Elon
just
Musk
saw
off.
mad tweets basically posted in the
my
Discord.
my favorite things about reading news articles nowadays is seeing people saying somebody said something on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, like in every single news article. It's so great. So yeah, basically like a couple hours in, literally everybody, it seems like in the video game dev space was shitting on this and just like saying how awful this is and how like crippling this is.
Yeah, like over sales over right, like the basic structure of it is sales over 200,000 units. Then every single install begins to generate a 20-cent cost
A
per
fee,
install.
yeah. And that cost can be lowered to I think 10 cents or something, depending on which Unity plan they're on or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's instead of an install fee, a fee per install. Nobody does that. That's insane. That's basically what the main complaint is. Like, how are you measuring this? How are you tracking this? How are we supposed to trust what you're telling us is like the number of installs? And then they've backpedaled on so many like decisions that they've brought out to where it seems like they haven't actually thought about this policy in any detail before. Like people are like, okay, well, what about installs for like Game Pass games or free to play games or well, for
Charity
Game
bundle.
Pass games now, yeah, or charity. well, for Game Pass games, we'll just go for the fee from Microsoft then.
Oh, that
It
was
is.
so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just get Microsoft to pay us. It's fine. That'll work, right?
Microsoft's not gonna be pissed about that, right? No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand any of the thought that went behind this because it sounds like they have a lot of lawsuits going on now.
Funnily enough, we
Um,
were talking about X, but Elon is involved in this situation, isn't he? In some way, like someone
I
who is
don't
just
know.
who hangs
No.
out with him
Is
is
he an
one of the people
investor?
on the board or something like that. It's like a
No.
yeah,
Oh, you're right. He
so-
is. I think something like that.
someone like a friend of his or someone that works
Yeah.
for
That's
him
like
at
the
some point.
Sean had some information there.
Go ahead. Sean.
That's like the least interesting part of it. So, so and like, yeah, there was talks how like people inside Unity was like trying to tell the upper management this was a bad idea for like weeks, but like upper management was like push it through anyways because they don't obviously don't know how devastating this would be. So it seems like nobody thought this was a good idea except for like I don't know John Riccatello. He's just like I need a new yacht, so let's make devs pay us more money.
Oh, it's John Riccatello, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. I haven't heard his name in a long time. That's a fun one to come back around on.
This actually totally reminds me of the bullshit he tried to pull with EA during the PS2 era, where they tried to sell online passes for games.
Yes.
Where if you wanted to play like Madden online, you also had to have like a CD key to input for the online, and you had to pay like $10 a month also on top. So yeah, this is like the same kind of dumbass bullshit. Let's just start charging people for something they're getting for free, like because we can, because we think we can, kind of attitude he has.
It's like
I don't know.
you see that clip of that guy who's like a business leader or something like that saying like, "Hey, we're gonna have to get unemployment up to like 50 or 60% to really punish people for."
Oh yeah, to
the
take
job
the
market.
power back
That's
from
John Riccatello.
employees,
If I
put
were
it
to,
back to employers.
he
Yeah.
rides with that crowd. He's a real one
Yeah.
that's gonna end up somewhere at some point. But that's not. I'm gonna say this. But anyway, go ahead. I'm just saying. The guillotine. That's what I'm saying.
I think like it just wasn't thought through, and they decided not to listen to anyone to like make it more nuanced. Where like you can see
Right,
the
absolutely.
idea of per not per install, but like per redemption of each game. You can steal like 20 cents from some people,
Or a
where
flat rate of some kind over a
yeah.
certain amount. Like, hey, we need to
Yeah.
give us a little bit here. Like,
Yeah,
you could make that argument, right?
Yeah, how Game Pass tracks the redemption for every Game Pass game. Like when you guys told me, like, oh, you clicked High on Life needs to be installed. They got their money. Probably the same thing can be done, but it's the per install. It's the per install, which is stupid. Especially for mobile games, they need some method of distinction between console and mobile games. You can kind of see it with like say something like Lies of P. If it was made in Unity, there'd only be so many installs someone could do. There's still like I could still spend all day downloading and deleting and downloading that game, but it's also that thing of like retroactive installs. That's the real fucking stupid killer. I don't know if they've walked back on that. That's probably
The worst
one
idea
thing
I've
they're
ever
going to
heard
do.
in my
Yeah.
Well, I kind of understand it because Unity games are very successful now. Like Genshin Impact is made on Unity, and most other game engines do actually charge royalties for using their engine. Like under the Unreal Engine, After you've made $1 million in revenue, they get 5% of your gross revenue afterwards for using that engine. And Unity had no royalties previously. The only way Unity made money before, specifically from developers, was paying for those subscriptions, those developer subscriptions.
Okay, yeah.
So I can kind of understand like that, like a new CEO comes in and is like, hey, why aren't we making any more money off of this
Yeah.
shit like everybody else? But yeah, they just picked a terrible way of trying to do this. Like it's
Right.
just it's
Yeah, a
dumb.
way that's unreliable to yeah, installing infamously like terrible way to like count how people are playing your game
Hmm.
because quickly people realize like by install and you mean like people can pirate this game that
Yeah.
would count as an install money
Yeah,
that's
if it
not
can
going
phone home or whatever still, then yeah.
Right.
yeah money that's not being actually sent to the devs but that's going to cost them anyways. So like people are saying how a revenue split might still piss people off, but at least it would make sense. But
Yeah.
an
Yes.
install fee just doesn't make any sense at all because there's no reliable way to count installments.
Yeah, and if you have like a demo of your game, would you still be charged a fee? And at first they said yes, but then they were like, "Oh wait, no, you guys are angry, so I guess we won't." It's just
That's funny.
it seems
Uh,
like
yeah.
it really seems like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's not what you want from a business partner. So people are freaking the fuck out, like developers, and with
Like multiple, like tons of them are just leaving. Just like, all right, we're
Yeah.
done. Which I mean, I
or
get
like
that Unity
like,
thing
they're
happened a
not-
couple months ago too. Like there was another
it
thing.
this doesn't take effect until January of 2024, which means that you also have like the developer of Cult of the Lamb is saying like, hey, if you want my game, you better download and buy it now because I'm not going to have it available anymore after January because
Yeah.
of these rules. And yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah, and you can say people are leaving, but people can't leave, especially
Mhm.
devs who are late term cycle in the development.
Yeah.
They
4 or 5
obviously
years.
can't obviously they
Hey.
can't switch to a new engine.
You guys know what engine Hollow Knight 2 Silk Song is being made on right now?
That's funny.
But
Yeah.
but if you're early in the dev cycle, I've seen a lot of movement over to
Sure.
Oh yes.
you know
Sure.
better business partners, whether that be Unreal. I mean, I know Godot or whatever that one is has
No.
recently come out and said, "Hey,
Wow.
you can help us get a little money here, and we'll start rolling this thing a little quicker because
Galgun Godot.
it's been kind of building for a while." And they put up like "Hey, you can fund the development of this engine," mainly because it's like we are a very
This is
small
free.
engine. We are a free.
Free engine.
Yeah, it's like
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for people. Like they had a bit. This is fucking up so many other people's businesses and livelihoods. Like it's yikes.
I wonder if the play was because I've seen this before where you sort of overreach as a company. So you announce not the worst, but you announce a lot of
Yeah.
things, and then you go, "Oh, hold up! Actually, no, we'll take that back. We'll take that back." I wonder if like the demo, we'll take the demo thing back. We'll take back
Game
the
Pass or-
recalls, the what's the things like the downloads from previous years and stuff. We'll cancel that. It'll only be downloads from future onwards, and people will be like, "Oh, now it's not so bad." But the clashback is not what they expected, to the point
I
where
would-
they're losing customers.
I would agree with that theory if it wasn't this specific guy and his history
fair
of
enough.
doing
Right.
dumbass shit like this. And and
Well,
they went away. They didn't like come back with a better version like that.
the worst part is that they're starting to roll back some things, but they haven't completely eliminated this plan yet. So you might be right because like they already walking some things back, but they're still
Yeah.
saying they're going to do this.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
So even though with all the backlash and all the stock prices maybe falling
Mhm.
down,
Yeah.
but they're still doing this apparently. So no.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a developer on a small project, you would get off if you can get off, right? Like,
Obviously.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. At this
Yeah.
point, yeah, people are probably weighing up their options. Some people, like Mary said, people that are like 3-4 years into the cycle,
Hmm.
maybe just accept the hit for like 1 year and then try and look at how they port it. Or, yeah, I don't know.
But also, I read a lot of devs who are like saying like all our experience in game making is on the Unity. Like we have 10 years of experience on Unity. So like how long would it take to learn a new engine? And like it's so devastating for anybody. Yeah, like
Yeah, I can't
everybody
imagine.
really. Because now working on Unity isn't a reliable business model, I guess. So.
No,
I think
and
someone.
and it has a track record now, right? Unity of kind of going these bad moves. Like there's that thing they walked back a couple months ago when that had leaked at some point. What was that regarding? That was regarding like some version of it or something like that. You had to pay for something. I forget. It was a couple months ago now. We talked about it on the podcast, but it's definitely been a track record of them not making the best moves particularly for small devs. It's kind of a real mess.
I think someone, when this was first announced in our friend group chat, said it best of like, whoever the person who's truly the people who are truly going to win with this announcement is the people who can scramble quick enough to make guides on like Unity to Unreal 5 how-tos and like quick guide or Unreal 5 to from Unity for dummies, stuff like that.
How to make Unreal? How to make Unity to Godot
Yeah,
conversion?
whichever company can do that quick enough is probably going to win on this.
Oh yeah. I did see that Unity laid off 600 employees, approximately 8% of its workforce in the beginning of May, but that might have just been the whole like, oh, everybody is laying off everybody in tech, so
Yep.
now's our chance to like
Now's our
just
chance
jump
to
on
get
it
sneak
too.
in.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And like, yeah, obviously this plan, this seems like just to like get more money from like, the gotchas, really, because like,
Mm-hmm.
like Mary said, Genshin
They don't
Impact,
have royalties at
Right,
all,
yeah.
so
and obviously Genshin's making millions of dollars. So, and like I know Uni's was trying to say like, oh, this will only affect like 10% of our customers and stuff like that. And even if they're right, and like even if they're only trying to get money from like the big guys, it's still a very bad look.
Yeah.
yeah, no, their messaging has been fucking
Yes.
god awful. They seem like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, which is bad.
Which I wonder how much of it is, hey, it's bad, and I wonder how much of it is some of the employees are clearly not on board with this plan and are like, let's make this clear how bad this idea is. I don't want to talk about they closed their offices. What was it, Friday or Thursday because of a death threat? But that death threat was revealed to have come from an employee. So it's
oh
like,
my god.
there's some anger there from inside the company. That seems
I can understand why people would be pissed because yeah, they're ruining if you had a job at Unity, like your job is ruined now too. Like nobody trusts Unity anymore. Like
like that puts a real tarnish
their whole
on your
reputation
reputation
is
right?
gone now.
As
yeah.
an employee. It's like,
They
wait,
destroyed
I'm
it.
not on board with this idea, especially if you're in any kind of like, hey, interfacing with these other companies. Like,
yeah, no, it's gotta suck.
you gotta feel it in a certain way. Like, hey, that's like, as someone that works with people every day and has relations in that regard, like trying to be an organizational figure, not fun when you have to tell somebody bad news, and having to tell somebody bad news that really affects their business and livelihood. That's not a good time. So I can imagine there's some really upset people who work over at Unity too. It ain't the low totem pole people doing this. This is
No,
this is the top.
you don't get people who know what they're doing come up with this kind of fucking retarded. I'm sorry for using a.
Wow, Mary,
Wow.
canceled.
I'm sorry, but that's sorry, but this is how bad.
It's not us. We're like Unity now.
Sorry.
We're not.
I'm
It's not us.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I try not to use that word. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
I
a reaction.
apologize.
Natural.
But that
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I agree with
I'm
you.
sorry. Sorry, that was
Listen,
not-
I mean, I went out here and almost made a death threat on John Riccatello, so we're all doing great here on this podcast about saying stuff maybe we shouldn't. So that's great. Yeah, so John Riccatello, real good guy,
I
huh?
do apologize. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You're married, it's fine. I'm just teasing you. I don't think anybody.
Well, I feel bad. I honestly have been trying. Well, I haven't said that word in a long time. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry.
No, it's I mean, it's one of those things where this news story is such a nightmare, and it's so huge.
It literally breaks my brain. So I'm sorry. That's
no, it
What
really is.
It makes no sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know
insane.
if you said it when I was gone. What do you think a company like Honkai Star Rail does? Or
I mean,
not
you're gonna
Honkai,
sue.
that team.
You're gonna sue.
yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
gonna sue them. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna pay
Oh, right,
this.
because it's the,
Yeah.
it's that was the thing I think Thouden was bringing up, wasn't it? A few months ago, they snuck through like terms of services and terms of
Something
the
like that.
license is now
Mm.
based on the current license, not the license that was originally when
Yeah,
That you
something like
signed
that.
to.
when you
This
launched
was
the game.
all, yeah. I mean, this was definitely
And,
like,
like, yeah.
oh, I see what you guys have been doing months ago.
Yeah, like they were trying
Something's coming.
they're trying to prep that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah.
And like we're seeing multiple resignations coming from Unity. Like there are people leaving, like from the employee side. So like, yeah, this is really fun. Video games are back,
Oh.
y'all.
Yeah, this happened April 3rd. They updated their terms
We
of
talked about
service
this.
and certain other agreements. Yeah.
Because at the time, I think I remember, like the conversation was, "Hey, what the hell is going on here?" Because it was like, I mean, that's such a red flag to, hey, we're about to screw some people over.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of their terms of service updates, let me link this FAQ, is trying to define
Thank you, Mary.
users as industry customers, like defining your role as a customer, which basically it seems like they're going to charge different levels for different tiers of customers, which is what they ended up doing basically. So, yeah. So that way you can be classified as like an educational person, so they wouldn't charge you in theory for like this other thing. Yeah.
I mean,
Does anyone know if like Microsoft or a subsidiary Microsoft owned company or Sony owned team use Unity in any way?
oh, I'm sure there are a couple that probably do.
So I wonder if like if it gets that bad to the point where like the Redfall people say they used Unity and they're just like, hey, Microsoft, can you help us? And Microsoft goes, sure. At that point, like, there's no way Unity can out money Microsoft. I wonder if at that point they just have to back down.
I would assume that Unity has probably told some of the big ones something was coming. I would assume they've probably told Microsoft they're probably planning to do this.
Oh,
They have a partnership on cloud streaming, so I'm not sure what they have to have some.
Battletoads was developed in Unity, and I assume Battletoads was a Microsoft Game Studios published thing because it's Rare owned or whatever. So that's one at least. Oh, Ori, that was published by Microsoft and was made for Unity.
And that one
Also.
definitely got a lot of downloads.
Mm-hmm. So there are some Unity games that are technically put out by Microsoft too. So.
And I'm sure they're weighing right now. They probably are having a talk with their legal counsel, and so you're not seeing Phil Spencer out there talking.
People aren't they're not gonna say anything publicly.
Right now, it's gonna get mean. I mean, at some point, there are gonna be at least one big developer that says, "No, we're not gonna be doing this. We'll see you in court." I mean, absolutely.
Like
so.
Pokemon Go was made with Unity, so
Yeah.
a lot of Nintendo games, so and they're a big company.
Right, yeah.
And believe me, that's a lot of money, and some of these companies that are particularly big, they'll put some lawyers down. I mean, it's going to be a long process. I think. I don't know if Unity was ready for this. I think they really thought people were going to cave in a way that does not seem to be the case yet.
Right, Fall Guys, Among Us, Unity.
Class
And-
action.
Most of the big gotcha games are made with Unity, so
Cuphead, Beat Saber. I don't think that's big, but yeah.
Oculus, you could probably see Facebook and Meta maybe move on something like that too.
Yeah, because they own Beat Saber now.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to get at like Outer Wilds. Is Outer Wilds a Microsoft game? No.
No, that's an independent. Anyway, something to look
Like-
at. Keep an eye on for that stuff. I don't know. Go ahead, Mary. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I can totally understand how like they see that they're missing out on the money, but this was a fucking dumb way.
But you missed out.
Right.
Move on.
They should have come up with a better idea.
Flat rate over 1 million copies, and just start there, and then have
Sure,
consultation
yeah.
with some of these places to figure out some way. Like what do you like royalty wise for this? Like,
Well, it's because they're trying to finagle it into their subscriber agreement, and to be able to use Unity, you
Yeah.
have to be a subscriber. So to be able to like publish. So yeah, it's just they're doing a shitty way of trying. They think they can get away with doing it this way, so that's what they're going to try and do because it
Mm.
seems easier to them. And
Yeah.
it'll apply backdated to people, unlike
that's a stupid. That's a
normal
stupid idea.
contract.
That's
Yeah.
a stupid idea. That
Well,
is
we'll
not
see.
gonna. That's not gonna happen in court. I can almost damn guarantee that one will get shot down. I mean, there's no way.
Well, it's interesting because this kind of subscription stuff for software, like Photoshop, people and like Office, like I don't know.
But has this ever been really challenged? I wonder in court. I'd be curious to hear
course
like
not.
like a legal expert. Like, has that stuff ever been challenged? And this
I don't
might
know
be
if
an
it's been-
opportunity to challenge that. But again, with the Supreme Court in the United States, I have no idea what they would rule on.
Like this happened with a bunch of pissed off scrapbooking ladies recently with the Cricut cutter. Like that actually started
yes.
charging a subscription fee to be able to use anything, and their contract was kind of worded in the same shitty way where if you want to agree and still use this product, like you have to agree to the new terms. So yeah, and like scrapbooking ladies aren't fucking Microsoft
They don't play
or
that.
whatever, so they don't have the money, they don't have the fancy corporate business lawyers to challenge that kind of shit. So
But that's the funny thing with like terms of service and stuff like that is that none of it is technically legally binding. So like they can make all these terms all they want, but people can still take them to court over them.
Well, that's-
and
that would
obviously
be
most people
cool
don't.
if
and most people don't because going to the court is very expensive. But when you piss off so many big companies like Unity just did, they will gladly take them to court.
And taking the
and
court
it's-
together as a class action. I mean, they will probably.
Yeah.
and it would
a
be
lot
nice
of them will
if,
come together.
It would be nice if, because of this, like there is some kind of case law ruling that you can't just change terms willy-nilly and charge people more money, like retroactively,
Yeah.
because that seems insane. So I don't know.
That's
I
too
kind of
smart for me.
welcome this. I welcome this idiocy to be challenged and not have it ever happen again because it's bullshit. It's kind of a good thing that needs to happen.
Yep. Well, all right. We'll hope for the best with this and keep abreast of the situation and see what the heck happens. It's gonna be an interesting
Abreast
time
of
here.
this-
Abreast of the situation,
Do they make the Senran Kagura
Okay,
mobile game
enough.
on Unity
Alright,
or something?
Okay, I'm in.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. That's been Rumser
Some more t-shirts
Baghdad.
on that one.
Also, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake.
Yeah.
Snooze.
We can say your game that you're most excited for. It's Alan Wake 2. I was gonna touch on some of the games coming out, but we've already run long, so we'll move on.
And I'm
Thank you
gonna
so
win
much.
our league and our fantasy league. 'Cause you get
Oops.
Mary has another game not coming out this year on the list.
God damn it. Whatever, I give
Darn
up.
it.
Hades
Don't
2,
give up, Mary.
RIP.
Keep fighting. All right. Thanks, folks. That's been Rums from Baghdad for today, September 17th, 2023. I've been your host, Albie. That's been Sean, Mary, and DJ. We wish you all a great week. We'll see you again maybe 2 weeks from now. Adios.
We better. Oh, it'll be October 1st.
October 1st. We'll see you
Yeah.
guys. Halloween,
Oh,
right? Halloween.
You won't see me.
Mhm.
No, Halloween is October 31st, isn't it?
Well, that's Halloween. I'm just saying October 1st is the next podcast date.
Yeah, you won't see me. I'll be in London that day.
You'll be in London, England.
Yeah, I'll be going to that NFL game. Unless COVID fucking booms up, then I won't be, but
Hmm.
that's my plan.
Y'all see
Oh.
Colorado last night? That was wild.